African soldiers, African soldiers to fight for freedom. African soldiers now, African soldiers to fight for freedom. Some are dead, some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting. Those that are living are still fighting. Martin Luther King, African soldier. Open African soldier. But for African soldier. Samurai Machel, African soldier. Basharu, African soldier. Basharu, you be African soldier. Can I come down, African soldier? About Tokunde, African soldier. African soldier, show your power. Show your power, be your people now. Economic hazard, assist your people. From political nonsense, you said your people. Rubbish, assist your people now.
And of course, I'm going to say this: that it is easier to fool the people than to convince them once they have been fooled. Once a person has been fooled before, that's not where you can convince them. And you can convince a Jew to get a Jew, but you cannot convince the Jew. Once you have gotten the Jew and you have proven all of the ways to her, there's no way you can convince her again. And let us all get this straight, Liberians. Let us all stick this in our skull that poverty exists not because we cannot feed the poor. The reason why poverty exists is because we cannot satisfy the rich. There are people who just can't be satisfied in life. Whatever you do, they always want more. They always yearn for more. These are some of the reasons why we cannot be able to feed the poor. But however, let me say good morning. Let me say a pleasant good morning and welcome you to another fascinating edition of the show, Good Morning Liberia. This is where we converge every mornings to talk about issues. And of course, these are issues that matters to you Liberians. Let me say good morning to those of you there in Bong County, Banga City, we are live. Wherever you're joining us from, I want to say good morning there to you in Bong. Let me say a pleasant good morning to those of you following us in Wagibi County. Those of you from the Habel Belt, those of you from around the airport, those of you from the Unification Town, formerly known as Smell No Taste. I want to say a pleasant good morning to you. Those of you in the 15th political subdivision, welcome to Good Morning Liberia. This is where you talk, I talk, and we all do the talking. This is where we do not go back to the butches. This is where we beat senses in people's head. And I also want to say good morning to those of you there in the diaspora. You're watching us. Those of you joining us from the West. Let me say welcome. Welcome to Good Morning Liberia. Once you hear this song, know that it's either you're hearing the voice of Sekou Sharif or Samira One Lie or Grace Williams, Joshua or Ben Believe Tupac. Know that you're hearing either of these voices once you hear this song on your radio in the morning. And it promises to be so much fascinating. Those of you watching us, I do encourage you to share the live video. Invite a friend to watch. Invite a friend to listen. Let us all disseminate information this morning. And those of you listening through your radio, I urge you to turn up the volume a little louder so that people who's sitting beside you can have access to information this morning. Welcome, Liberians, and welcome to this Wednesday, and it marks the 14th of January 2026. I almost said 2025, but we will get there. And of course, let me talk about the cash giveaway because people have been on my back. Samira, you need to promote this thing. You need to talk about this cash giveaway. So it is on Liberians. We're giving out 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, up to 100,000 Liberian dollars. The sooner you play, the better for you. Let's get an opening draw. We're going to get an opening draw, and I need about 10 persons to get it opening. The sooner you play, the sooner you'll be able to win money. And except from the 10,000, 20,000, or 50,000 Liberian dollars that will be given out, we will also be giving out 5,000 Liberian dollars to our frequent players. Those of you who play frequently on Voice of Liberia, you will be receiving 5,000 Liberian dollars this morning. You want to know what is the code? What is the code, Samira? The code is star 799 star 8 hatch. Star 799 star 8 hatch. Star 799 star 8 hatch, and all you need to do is to play with 200 Liberian dollars. Let us walk you through the process. Okay, so I have my Lone Star phone in my hand. One thing you should know that you have to be Lone Star subscriber. And then what I'm going to do, I'll dial star 799 star 8 hatch because that is the code. And then I call it. Once I call it, you will see Voice of Liberia. Select your preferred currency. And one is USD 1.5 dollars and LRD 200 Liberian dollars. Definitely I'm going for LRD. I'm in Liberia though. And once I enter 2, the next thing that will register before you will be enter number of tickets. 200 Liberian dollars per ticket. Thank you for choosing to play Voice of Liberia cash giveaway on Voice of Liberia in LRD. Now, this is where majority of you get confused. When you're being asked as to how many tickets you want to play with, you can play multiple times at once. So I'm going to put 5. Once I put 5, you got to time 200 times 5. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 1,000 that will be taken from my account. And then I send it. The next thing that will come here will be you are about to make a payment. Please complete your transaction to purchase your ticket, parenthesis, open tickets, it closes. So I'm going to wait now, and then a message will pop up on my screen asking me for my password, which of course my password is my secret. When I put in my password, 1,000 Liberian dollars will be deducted from my account. So you can play 1 time, you play 2 times, you play 3 times, you play 5 times. Today is the jackpot. We're giving out big money. That is the reason why you're using 200. So if you use 200 to play, you play some kind of 20 times, 5 times, right? 5 times is 1,000. You play 10 times, it is 2,000. That's huge. You stand a better chance in the draw to be able to win this morning. So star 799 star 8 hatch is the code. Star 799 star 8 hatch is the code. Play with 200 Liberian dollars and win some money. Let me say good morning to you, Grace Williams Joshua, and also let me welcome Ben Believe Tukpa. Welcome, Ben.
Good morning, Samira. Good morning to Grace. It's wonderful being here. I feel fully refreshed. Yesterday, I hit the gym. Last night, I ate a very good dinner, and I
Okay.
woke up early this morning. I feel very good. I feel refreshed, and I feel energized to be on the show this morning. And I'm grateful to God for the opportunity and to be here with you all.
That's good. You care to tell us who prepared your dinner? The Liberian people
Myself,
want to know.
myself
Ah,
prepared. Yeah, I prepared my own dinner. I go to the kitchen. I cook my own food. Yeah.
it was Swiss, yeah?
Very nice. I did bean stew. Very, very nice.
Oh,
Bean
bean
stew.
stew.
Yeah.
Oh, let soup. That's a very let soup.
Yeah, light
Yeah.
light soup, light soup, a light soup.
Yeah. But welcome, Ben. Let us welcome Grace. Grace, welcome.
Good morning to the peace loving people of Liberia. Good morning, Samira.
Mhm.
Good morning, Ben. And I'm happy this morning to be here.
Why am I not getting you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Samira. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. It's still breaking.
Okay, okay, that is great. Let's see as to if she can use the next microphone. If this one is kind of like we can do the next one. But let's hear you again.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Okay. I think it's
It's just too high. Let's
yeah.
take the next one.
Let's leave
Let's take the next microphone, please. Okay, so we're going to get everything set here. Let us just keep sharing the live video. We're going to have a very, very much long conversation here, and we have a full plate this morning. A full plate of interesting things. Some of the things we're going to talk about here, some of them they're in the interest of the government, some of them they're not in the interest of the government. And we're going to analyze these issues and be able to give out our own, suggestions as to how the government, because if the government cannot be able to handle some issues, we should be able to tell them as to how to go about to do it. I'm sorry, but there are
Okay.
lots of things that we will talk about. We will do our trending issues, right? Or housekeeping, whatever way you want to place it. We will go for housekeeping. And after the housekeeping, we'll be back here and go into our conversation this morning. While we're doing the housekeeping, keep dialing *799 *8#. Keep using 200 Liberian dollars to play and be able to win yourself some money here this morning. Now we go out for housekeeping. Ben, Grace, today is the semi-final of the national sports meet. I will place it. Today is the semi-final. You know about it, or I'm just telling you.
To be quite honest, I
Mhm.
haven't been following the national counter sports meet since the counter sports meet lost its fabric, the fabric to unite the country. I honestly lost taste. I mean, in the national counter supposed to me, so I haven't been following the march because it's been politicized instead of it being used to unite the country. So I haven't. I've lost interest in this counter meet organized under the Bwaka Kun regime because it's not organized properly.
You see there. So something that used to put everybody together, used to remove people, political government. Some people, but let's be real. The counter meet this year, it doesn't have test, man. But let's see how the semi-final will be because we will be there to do the coverage as usual. And today, Margibi will be going against Nimba County, the mighty Nimba County.
And Samara, guess what? One representative from Bassa, Thomas Gushua. Thomas Gushua had a press conference. He spoke, and he said, "Imagine his entire district in Bassa." He said his district is not turning out because even at
Mm.
the level of Bassa, the way Yombly then did a county team, went outside getting individuals from outside and left his entire district out. So he said his $5 Liberian is not being placed behind Bassa. He's not supporting anything because the county meat has been diluted.
But grandpa stay in the league again.
No, I think they're out a long time. Man. Bassa should be
Uh-huh.
out a long time.
Exactly. But why are we talking about this content migration? You say anything. It's like you don't have interest in sports.
No, it's not like I don't have interest. It's not like I don't have interest
What
in.
is mhm.
It's not like I don't have
Mhm.
interest in sport, but Ben was saying something, so I
Mm.
never wanted to interrupt.
Okay.
Yeah, the semi-final is something that all Liberians should turn out for and come together because the county meet unite us regardless of our political
But
division.
Grace, you saw how the fee have been, right?
Yeah,
I'm doubting it as to if you see people down there today like that. But let's see though.
yeah. So we all need to try our best to support. Maggie, be turn out to support your team, Grand Crew, you too. Cape Mount, Nimba, all of us should turn out and make sure that we are supporting our
Is it
county.
the real one? Okay. Okay.
And if you feel your team is not there, you can support one of the four teams that will be
So you
playing
see, you
today.
see, you see, these are the teams that will be playing. You have Mark be going against Grand Crew. I heard Nimba County first. That was the reason we were going to beat Ben and Seku today. The beating we are going to get you people today. God bless you people. You people are not playing us. But this is good because I think that this is really this is the kickball. All right, football, we're going against Margibi. Yeah. You see, you're making a thing to know some kind of way. So it is a football that Margibi is going against Grand Crew, and Nimba is going against Cape Mount. And then the football, Margibi going against Nimba County. Ben, you people, you stand a chance today. Oh.
We are
No
informed.
chance.
My
Yeah,
Gibi is my Gibi is prepared. My Gibi is in formidable position, and
informed.
we're going to defeat Grand Crew County at the level of the kickball march,
Uh,
and we
uh,
want to say to Nimba. We're going to also
uh.
defeat Nimba. My Gibi is informed. We
Oh,
are prepared. Don't joke with the
let me
Gibi boys and
let
girls.
me let me invoke Seku. Seku said the way they do the whole thing in that order. They're supposed to pair Markipi and Grand Crew because Markipi is supposed to meet Nimakante in final. I said, oh, so you won't go against me? Why you meet me in final? Yeah, but it's the beauty of the game. But I really think that this whole counter me is disorganized spin.
That's
Seriously,
the
it's
thing.
really disorganized because I'm not even seeing, even from the scheduling or the drawing of the teams and all of that. It is not really the people should, they should know better, right? At the Ministry of Youth and Sports, they know that
Obviously,
there are few counters in the whole country that can put up crowd that get a momentum.
So if the other team win, then you will win. The other can no. Let the people do it
No,
honestly.
they should be strategic.
Okay,
It's what I'm saying.
they should
They
be.
should be strategic as to how to place the,
Don't go there today when they finish beating you on top of strategy. They will
we're
beat
going
you
to
to the
win. We're going to win. We're going to win.
yeah.
My Gibi
Watch
is
it.
prepared.
That's it.
Okay.
Strategy.
But let us move on to housekeeping. Those of you watching who have commented, I want to say thank you for dropping in your comments. Due to time, we cannot read out all of your comments, but my big brother Jada Griffield is following this morning. Thank you for watching. Thanks to all of you. Let us all please share the live video. We'll not read any of your comments here because we have a lot of things on our plates this morning to talk about. So definitely we're going to move on to housekeeping. Grace, you want to kick the ball rolling? I tried giving you housekeeping. You told me that you get housekeeping.
Yeah.
So start it.
Yesterday, the group of Liberian, I think yesterday or day before, or was at the Capitol building, they was calling on the House of Representatives to not actually go ahead with that plan of creating additional 14 seats. And they are calling on their lawmakers to see the need to put healthcare, education, and infrastructure first. And they should try to focus on the Constitution by bettering the life of their constituents than that of focusing on creating additional seats. So they took their placard, they were at the Capitol building, and it was like you saw the wake-up call from what we said, and people went there to express their dissatisfaction. And also from the University of Liberia campus, we saw soup conveying because there was speculation that disciplinary measures would be taken against them for actually trying to pin the campus. And they were there calling on the school administration and telling them if they cannot do what they're supposed to do, they will come in as a party, they will raise funds to be able to renovate the University of Liberia campuses. So these are some of the things I have on my plate this morning.
That is great. And, when there's a trending issue or housekeeping is prudent enough that we be able to use maybe a minute on it to say something to it, that will be okay. And for the issue that you raised about the additional seats that some lawmakers are saying should be created, I raised that issue before, and it's something that I'm against completely. I'm completely against it. Why? The 73 lawmakers, you people get what they're doing for you. What are some of the things that you can see? Is it just to make other people reach? Today you reach other people. That's the reason why they want to create additional seats. Because these people are there. They are not even going ahead to sign good contracts. They are signing book cost contracts. So if you add in additional 4, then I don't know where we'll be
14.
heading.
I think
14,
you
excuse
said
me.
14 also.
Yeah. So I don't know where we'll be heading. And I think that should not, go on, They went through the process. They said they did the voting and blah blah blah. But Liberians got to be able to stand up because some of the counties that I talked about, we name it out here. I think there's a seat will be created in Lofa County,
Maserado.
Maserado, and all of that. Some of these people in the house, they're trying to find other places to go and be able to win an election. Right, some of these places are saying that they want to divide and create a district and blah blah blah. Some of them they didn't even reach to the level to be able to form a district yet. Right, they're just looking for small people that get small number. They just go clinch there. At the end of the day, they say they have won an election because they have tested something good and they do not want to leave it. The Liberian people, this is about you. What is it that these people are doing? What are you seeing? Some of them they are doing well. Some of them, but the majority, what is it that they're doing? These are the people that go ahead to some bogus contract. They go into all sort of deals for you Liberians, and they're not even in your interest. So the whole thing about the additional seats and all of that, I think that that should be a bluff. But the people are already making their own decision. The people can make their decision without the Liberian people business into it. That is the law that was being created for us, and at most, some of it only favor those that are in power, though. But this is it. This is where we are. This is how greedy some of them have become. I always say that our problem it is the legislature. You go up, you come down. These people in our house, they are our problems because they are the ones that the Liberian people elected to be able to make a decision. They have the right to say we want a president today. They have the right to do whatever they want to do, but they're not doing it because they continue to enjoy, I should say, criminality. Yes, some of them. They continue to enjoy it. That is something that they find pleasure in doing. Ben, you want to say something about housekeeping? I mean, then we move on to yours.
Well, I think the issue Great spoke about, those are issues permeating the corridor, and those are vices that have the propensity to derail the fabric of our country. And I think more emphasis need to be placed on those issues. From my angle, I'm going to be very brief with regards to housekeeping. Where our justice system is heading is on a very dangerous footing. Injustice is equivalent to war. The reason why Liberia went down for 14 unbroken civil crisis is because people felt marginalized, people felt their rights were not respected, people felt the laws were not working for everyone, only a select few, and people felt that those who were in power, the hierarchical bureaucrats, were in charge of everything what they were not allowed to be factors that should matter. So it caused serious problem in the country. That was one of the major reasons for our civil conflict in Liberia. We've passed that stage now. We are at the stage where diplomacy and our voices, the pen and paper, that is the generation we find ourselves in. By the special grace of God, our country will never go back that dangerous path. So it is incumbent upon all of us to ensure that those who are playing key role at the level of the justice system, whether it is the police, whether it is the DA, whether it is the court itself, which is the bulwark of the judiciary. I mean, we think that they need to exercise serious level of civility and decency. And the LNP of recent, the LNP have placed itself in the mud. They've dragged themselves. The LNP integrity and credibility. I know it is one of the nuclear of our discussion, so I'm not going to go into it in housekeeping, but I just want to say that the justice system under Joseph Boakai, especially the police, the trust, the public trust and confidence in the police it has declined from it has declined seriously, and this is something that the regime needs to pay serious attention to because when we reach a point where the citizens no longer have absolute trust and confidence in the justice system, then what Rappaport said that when the interest of the marginalized is jeopardized, reaction becomes inevitable, then the people will have no option but to go all out to protect themselves. We don't want to see that happening. We think if the regime wants to do it, they can still be able to restore some sanity at the LNP. And that's what we're calling for. But I'm going to leave that until we dive into the issue, then more will be said.
Okay, thank you, Ben. Like we said, There are a lot of things to talk about this morning. And while we're talking about these things, it's prudent enough that you be there finding a way to be able to get money on your phone by dialing star 799 star 8 hatch using 200 Liberian dollars to play and be able to win yourself 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 Liberian dollars this morning. Jesse Seth Flomo is watching. We said that we weren't doing how you call the thing, acknowledgements, but I'm sorry. He's watching from Rwanda. And I usually call him a bombo. Yeah, so my bombo is watching this morning. I want to say thanks for joining us. For housekeeping, quickly, there is this update on yesterday. We saw Moba Molu and the legs of others. The Liberia National Police, they said that they charged and forwarded to court Morake Molu, the chairman of the advocacy group Stand. Moba Molu was once chairman of CDC, and Reverend Fetters Logan and the group deputy chairman following investigation into violence linked to a December 17, 2025 protest in Monrovia. And the police said that men faced multiple charges, including criminal conspiracy, rioting, failure, disorderly conduct, and obstructing highways and public passages. So let us be real in this country. Let us be real for once, Liberians. Let us talk the reality. Is it that when there is a protest, if the police will not come out with big guns, if the police will not pepper spray people, if the police will not shoot people, the police will go ahead and charge people and send them to court because they had a peaceful protest? But I thought this is a democracy, and protest is allowed. That was what I thought. That was
Those
what I
are
thought. So,
bookers,
so, so
bookers report.
nowadays, people are not allowed to protest freely. That is another form of expressing your grievance. I don't know as to how people see protest in our country. When there is a protest, that doesn't mean that people coming to fight war. No. If this group have an issue and this group have been reaching out to the government or whatever agency, at the end of the day, they're not paying attention to what these people are talking about, people get in the streets. The only thing I always say is when there is a protest, it should be done peacefully. But we saw how December 17th protest went. We saw how the guns came out. And at a point in time, I sat and I said, I wonder the people brought new weapons in our country. Because that alone, it instilled fear into people. We have seen people here, they gathered to protest before the people could get into the street. We started to see hot water trucks all around. What kind of country are we running? Is this a dictatorial government now that people don't have the right to express themselves anymore? They started this thing from the people who are working in government. I say majority of the time, I say I pity some of those who work within government because at times there are things happening they cannot speak out because if they speak out, they will lose their jobs. Do you see these people on radio stations? They are scary. They got a instruction that if you appear on a particular radio station or you go there, we have to give you the permission before you go out there to talk. But fellow Liberians, this is bad. And this is a sad time for this country. As much as we, the Liberian people, we brought Joseph Yuma Boakai to power to serve as a president, the Liberian people should be able to express themselves. Just the same way how the Minister of Information will take to other media outlets to insult. The Deputy Minister will insult. When the Liberian people get in the street to talk about few things, be able to give their accounts, you people cannot accept it. You cannot hold it. You know, I always say a government that doesn't listen to its people is a government that will not that failure is calling. Because at times you listen, you take the sense from in what the people are saying, right? Because Or men can come and stand there and say a lot of things. Some of them, I mean, might be nonsense, but within what that man is saying, you will grab a little from there.
Okay, Samira. When it comes to protests in this country, one thing we should look at also, even though the police have been terrorizing citizens for quite a while now, even from the University of Liberia campuses, and that to some political groupings in and around Liberia. But also, we should take into consideration that when you are organizing a protest, whatever thing that happened there, I think Molba should not even be afraid that you will have to take accountability for any misconduct. So even going to the court or whatever, once he have his fact that he was not involved in any form of violence, for me, I think he can go to the court to clear his side, because the court, the justice system, the court is for everyone, regardless of who you are. Even though it has been politicized of recent, but I know justice will be served once you are not in the wrong.
So this is it. This is
Yeah.
the game, right? Grace and Ben. This is the game. What these people are doing, they are intentionally doing it to instill fear. That if you set it down out there, you want to go out there to protest, you have that fear in you. If I do this thing, the people will come after me. Why you must say obstructing highways and public passage? Like when there is a protest, people can be able to, there's a release that can come from the government saying that there will be a peaceful protest and blah blah blah. Those of you wanting to use town and that. We have seen that once you get your permit from the justice ministry or whatever. We have seen it in the first protest I was conducted by Moba Molu them. They got their permit.
It was peaceful.
Even the
Yeah,
December
it was
17.
peaceful.
How was it?
For me, I think the police are there to protect life.
The
and property,
police
so they
are
should be
the
able to-
ones.
yeah.
The police are the ones. Majority of the time, I'm not saying all of the time. The police are the ones that will start whatsoever that's supposed to that will happen that day. Grace, you can see the thing with the police officers, and some of them, not all of them. I get my friends in the police, very, very much good friends. I get some of them in the police, they are my friends. When I see them, we have conversation. Some of them call me, we have conversation, all of that. But some of the police officers, they are very, very much aggressive. I've encountered some of them plenty.
That's why I said there are bad fruits in the police.
They will make issue out
there
of the
are.
littlest thing. Like small thing, they will start to make small thing that the police officers are supposed to handle. That's why I said they are not professionals. They are not.
There are some bad fruits in the police, but
A
also
lot
the
of them. A lot of
yeah,
them.
the police are there to protect life and property. So I feel if Molba is out protesting with his group, it is the police responsibility to protect and
Have you
guard those
seen?
people
Have
as
you
well.
seen other some other countries? I hope to get a video wherein in this country the citizens were protesting, and then the police had a black or whatever you call it. I'm not in the police. I'm not a security person though. They had it right, and then you people be pushing the people, and the police people they still standing still. They are not
That's
catching them with
discipline.
one God. They're doing how you call him Ben. You saw that jihadi people that were coming out to protest. The people brought a how truck outside and started spraying your first to instill
Exactly.
fear in people.
But
How can we live like that?
like I can always tell people,
That's
citizens
totalitarianism.
the government. So sometimes they get angry. You allow them to exercise their right. The freedom of movement is for all Liberians.
Exactly.
So and also the police should be there to protect those protesting. So I think what I said yesterday, I stand by it. There are some bad fruits within the Liberian National Police, and there are also some good people there.
And the bad fruits they are growing on a daily basis. They
Yeah.
are overcoming the good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know as to if it was a mandate that it got from Greg that he said, but Greg said it.
Who is great?
Greg said it. Greg Coleman.
Oh,
Greg Coleman.
okay.
I usually call him Greg though.
Yeah.
Greg is the RG, right? Greg said it. Said that when the people don't do this, when you have to do it to them, but how can you speak like that? We saw it here. When these seditions went for their people to the airport, the officer on camera, the guy is telling the man, said that once you in Josh, we are share, you can't enter. But when you get on the share, you got to enter. The people have to go take out their share for on it, their Josh, we are share for on it, change into another thing before they enter to go and meet their president.
But
How can we live in or a country wherein The people ain't taking anybody, a suggestion. Nobody should speak. It should just be about them. Whatever they say, it is the funnel. How can we live in this kind of country? And this thing is continuing, though we have gone 2 years into it. You have been seeing people saying they're protesting and blah, blah, blah. Even you work into even the nicest night used to get outside and say they're protesting, we are time. You work into the hospital and then you protest the next morning, you go to where they'll tell you, say you're not on the payroll. That's the kind of environment that these people have created for Liberians.
But every government get their own system, every form of workings. So if the government of Liberia now instill this specific rule, said everybody should follow, and you want to protect your job, you have to
What
follow.
kind of rule?
So that is don't protest. That would be a rule for them.
Not just don't protest or
Don't go in the
say
street.
anything.
Don't say anything negative. Which, of course, maybe any time you have the right to protest, and Josh Reactor, you have the right. Every government
And
get
that
their
is
own forms,
constitutional.
all forms
No,
of
that one
working.
should not be forms. No government should tell people, say you don't go outside of the protest. What kind of problem is
If
that?
I'm your boss, I make my rules. I set my own code of conduct. You follow. You don't want to follow, you leave. That's
That's
it.
dictator form. There should be no
I'm
rules set
saying
aside outside of the
I'm
Constitution. This is
saying
a
it.
country of democracy. If you have
If you
rules set outside of the Constitution, this is where totalitarianism and an authoritarian form of government come in. There were
I
dictators
don't
like
agree with
Groom.
you. I don't agree with you, Ben.
you see that war, you call it good like that.
Eh,
Somebody struggled on that war before. So me, Anthony, you to call that war. Okay.
Dictators or whatever. I'm saying it from my point of view that all system, all institutions have their own form of workings. If doing Joshua administration, the people feel free that people could assemble freely do what they want to do. That was Joshua. That's what he wanted. This is Unity Party.
Is that what you should want?
Okay.
It's what the Constitution says.
You're not getting my point. There's no constitution that would forbid anybody from moving freely, right?
Exactly.
But you working with me, you're supposed to be to work at this particular time. Then you leave and you go protest. You're supposed to do my job. You are paid to do my job.
There where arrogance come from, Grace. Let me tell you this, right? Grace, do you know why the system, the fabrics of the country get destroyed? The framers of the Constitution, those people were knowledgeable. They knew exactly, they predicted future happenings and the realities of those days. And so the Constitution was written for the generation now and the generation unborn. That's the law that governs the state. That freedom to assemble, the freedom to express ourselves, it is bigger than anything.
But the
Let me
Liberian
tell you
people make
something.
their choice, Tamira.
The
They knew
civil
somebody
service-
was giving them an opportunity to do so and so and so. For me, I'm speaking from the broad perspective. I have this person as my boss that was giving me freedom to do some certain things. I come out and say, okay, I don't want this person at this time. I want this person as my leader. You think the first person will be the second person? Everybody have their own pattern of working.
So
So that's good to make good choices sometimes.
as much as we know that everybody has their own pattern of working, our point here is that
The Constitution should be respected.
So
Yeah.
you shouldn't instill fear into people. You shouldn't run a dictatorial government, right?
Yeah.
You know, that dictatorship, that it should only be you. You know that the boss can even be scared to go on Facebook to even do that normal thing. Like they should just be silent. There are people within this government who work within this government, and they one of them said to me the other time that I have this information, but I cannot get out there for me to say it, because if I say it, I'm going to lose. Then people be like, how you be working in the government and then you talk bad about the government? Are you kidding me?
But Samara, that's the fact.
You can be working in the government, you talk bad about the
No,
government.
you're not supposed to talk bad about the government. Seriously.
So,
Ben,
so-
this money out.
so hold on.
Like,
So-
what I want you to understand, yes,
hold
Samara,
on.
is this.
So hold on, let's get it clear.
Mhm.
The guy from what's it, information ministry, what's his name? I think he's a journalist too. Wherein there was this scholarship that I think it was fake or it was not real that the government brought, if you can recall.
Yeah,
What's his
That's
name?
Yemplo, that's
Yemplo,
Yemplo.
right? And then Yemplo haven't had yet on this, because at times too, Ben, these are things that will endanger Liberians. So I should see Liberians going to something that I know it is not true, but because I work with the government, so I should ignore it.
Whereas me, in where you channel your communication and you.
Amen,
and
Grace.
Samara,
Grace, you got me employee in the government.
no, I don't want to work in the government. What I'm
Okay.
saying, this is a wake up call to Liberian. You're not getting my point.
Mhm.
Ben, I know you're getting my point, right?
But not get to your
You-
point.
You have this system. You're not understanding me. You have the foot of working.
Uh-huh.
You were in this place where you could speak your mind. There was Samira free on the radio. Say what you want to say. She's not for, she not against, she analyzed from a neutral background. Nobody can be going to your head.
Nobody, mama.
You
Nobody.
said, no, I don't want this form of government. I want a government where I will be respected.
No, the thing's simple. We get Voice of Liberia, we get Seku. We bring anybody on the radio here. No problem. But then we say we want Seku. Get that call for different CEO.
I think
Then we bring different CEO that when we bring CDC man on the radio, the CEO
said,
get
no, I
problem.
don't want that. I
We
want
bring
the
everybody man on the radio.
Yeah,
The president, only CMC president will bring.
So that's my point. If you choose what you want for yourself, we allow nature to govern you. That's what happened to Liberian people. You make your decision. So you think Samira will be fighting for you every time, or believe Topa will be fighting for you, or Grace will be fighting for you? You want the police to be strict. You have problem with the former police commander. You have problem with the former president. You have problem with the former vice president.
But this is
You
democracy,
change, yeah.
too. That's the reason why. That's the beauty of democracy,
Of
right?
course,
You can change
you
the
change-
president at whatever time you want.
Then you keep quiet and allow the new person you put there to govern you and straighten you and teach you how to live and allow you to use your constitution the way the person see it fit for you.
But that's the reason why they put Moba Molu. You get money last time they arrested CZ chairman. I feel sorry for the man. Nothing the man did. Put the man in pick up. Yeah, the politician that took a go to planet in there. Yeah, planet in there they can go through. But let us be able to go to the lion's span. Trending issues, housekeeping. We take 5 calls on it. 5, just 5. We're not exceeding 5. The things that we talked about, Grace spoke about. What was it? The 14
yeah.
extra seats that should be added to the people in the house there who signing bogus contract for us. We're not making good decision for us. They say we want to have 14 more seats there. And then Ben talk about the judicial system. Right, the police, those of the people, the way in which they are handling, the justice within the justice system within our country and all of that. And I spoke about this issue that has to do with Mobake Molu being, arrested or whatever and sent to court. Okay, so these are the 3 things we talked about for trending issues. Just 5 calls. We're not exceeding 5. 0773-419-502. Those of you in the counties, 0773-419-502, 0555-184711. Those of you here with Monrovia, Lone Star, Orange subscribers, 0773-978-564, 0880-907-907. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sis Samira.
Morning.
Okay, this is a member of the Youth Alliance for Responsible Governance.
Okay.
I'm calling you from around here, I'm a resident.
Mhm.
Yeah, regarding to that 14 seats, yesterday we just petitioned the Senate
Mhm.
that pardon that quest because it's in the best interest of the Liberian people. We
Great.
already got 73 people saying that somewhere causing serious problem for all them will go out another 1487. You know the kind of trouble it will call for Liberia.
Mm.
It means that people will just be walking, driving with there because they will not do anything on the country.
Okay.
And we need it. We already get the Senate, our petition yesterday, and we ask them that they should act on it. We don't need 14 additional seats. We need job creation. We
Okay.
need opportunities.
Okay.
And the issue of Brian Monkey is just loud.
No, we coming to Brian Market, but we reached there yet. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Alex Cecil, calling from Broadview.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to feel very artful. Can you work in the government, back of the government? It's wrong.
You be working the government and you bomb off the government.
Yes.
Yeah, it's wrong.
So
No,
if
so
the
I
government posts fake information, you must sit down and let the fake information go, right?
No, it is not fake.
Oh.
Yeah,
They
it is
want
not
about
fake.
the scholarship. It was not fake, right?
No, who's scholarship? Huh?
My man, somebody think that you don't even know, sir. Morning.
Good morning, Samara. Let me say.
There should be Edmond Carr.
Yeah, and morning to Ben Billy Tokpa.
Mhm.
I'm Edmond Carr, and I'm the visually impaired, keeping the presidency to the fire to deliver. Look, there is a difference between you being in a government and not being able to speak out to issue, and difference between people assembling to express their view. We should not mix this thing up.
Mm.
And when I have my sisters stay in government, the government have the right to set their rule for protest. No, And then government that set rule for protest. That means that is a dictatorship. And that is how the past government refer to President Weah at the time that he was a dictator. This is a dictatorship form of government that is creeping in. A civil society organization, he's not working in government. He has ever since resigned from political party. All the people that joined him in that protest, these are people that felt that the living conditions of the country were not favorable. So they decided to protest and bring the government to check and bring the government to do the right thing as they promised during their campaign promises. So it's far from people that are working in the government. We know that working in the government are part of that protest. Not part of it, so we should not misuse or anything here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is the fight.
Thank you, Edmond. Thank you.
They're not going after minister.
Thank
They're
you.
going after a civil society man. That's what we're looking at here.
Thank you. This is caller number 3. Morning.
Good morning, this is Samira.
Morning. Let's hear you. Name and where do you join us from?
Stanley Sharif, my name from Broadview.
Let's hear you, Stanley.
This is just Samira. You know, this government, it started from the beginning. It's a peaceful assembly. And that day, we all monitor on a Zoom platform. Mama K. Molu and his police that went to assemble peacefully, they were attacked by those guys from the Capitol building. There was two from the guys. So where are those guys that were doing at Mama K. Molu and his supporter? Where are they? But today, Mama K. Molu is no longer supporting the ideology of Unity Party. This is why they are going after the critical voices in this country. But all the opposition community in this country are silent. I don't really know what CDC is doing. Where is ANC? Where is other political party? But today, only Morake Moru, the only person that is talking person. That is the reason why the government is going after Morake Moru. But we are not saying it there. We are going to recalibrate count on 29 with just a particular mess out of this country. Thank you, Samira, for having me.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for participating too. Those of you listening, we said that we needed 10 persons for the opening draw, not 10 calls. I know I said 5 calls. We needed 10 persons for the opening draw, and we need to get these 10 persons. This is in your own interest.
We are not rich yet?
No, not yet. The people.
Man, you have to put in your how we call it a J. You have to put it in quick.
Yeah, it is *799*8 hatch, *799*8 hatch, and you are to use 200 Liberian dollars. The first money will be given out this morning will be 10,000. So play more than one time, play more than 2 times, play more than 3 times.
I can play.
Okay, somebody keep asking for the WhatsApp number on the YouTube page. You want to share a number with them for the WhatsApp, just reply to them, then we'll be able to take the call. Okay, so *79, you can play.
Okay,
*799*8.
I won't win my mouth.
No, you're going your mouth. Yeah, you're going your mouth. You play. Ben can play too. Yeah.
Okay.
*799*8 hatch is the code, and you're to use 200 Liberian dollars to play and be able to win some money. The first money we want to give out this morning, will be 10,000. 200 Liberian dollars. Play more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, because the more you play, the more chances you stand to win. Those of you just joining us, this is Good Morning Liberia, and it is the program. This is Voice of Liberia, and it is the program Good Morning Liberia. My name is Samira Wanla, and of course, I'm here with Ben Belief Tokpa, Grace Williams Joshua. We're here up to 10 o'clock this morning. Now, the time is 8 o'clock, so we will not take any more calls. Let us be able to go into our issues that we have to discuss. We will look at NEMOT summary. That is one of the things that we will look at. NEMOT did a release about the government and about the president, Joe Boakai promises. And NEMOT said that out of 378 promises, the government, they have fulfilled only 3. Only 3. So that is something we will look at. And Ben will read the summary And then we have conversation around it because it's prudent enough that you Liberians know what specifically we're talking about. And we ourselves will be able to look at some of the things that the president has done for the Liberian people. And we will also look at this issue that has to do with the House of Representatives, this issue that has to do with the speaker remover. There have been lots of comment, and even when the representatives they were on break, we followed issues within their chat rooms, and they had conversation about removing the speaker and all of that. We're going to give our own stance. And also yesterday, Mwema Briggs Mensa, who is a representative there in Bon County, she had a very much heated conversation yesterday about the speaker having the number, but he's not proceeding well. And at last, majority of the lawmakers, some of the lawmakers, they have issue with the proceedings of Richard Kuhn. They're saying that he's not going, he's not leading the way he should lead. And also that he's not, or he's being a dictator, right? The dictatorial leadership are just all part of the government. We will talk about that issue here. And we will also, lastly, we will look at the Brian McGill issue. Brian McGill made a statement yesterday, and the man is free. He's a free man. Yeah, we don't know too as to if the guy from NSA2 will be a free man in coming days. We don't know. Like one of the callers yesterday said, and I reasoned with him, Edmond Carr. Edmond Carr said that they were just waiting for another case so that people minds can move on Brian McGill. And McGill is a free man walking now. But we're going to look at statements. We have all of these things here. And also, what's the representative name?
Mema Breeze.
The guy.
Anthony Williams.
Anthony Williams. We're going to play you clips. We'll play Mema Brick Mensa clip. We'll play Anthony Williams clip, and we'll also play Brian McGill clip this morning so that you Liberians be able to hear for yourself. But let us start up with the NIMOT summary. Ben, you want to kick the ball rolling?
Yes, thank you, Samira. This no NIMO is an accountability institution, and over the years, Mr. Eddie Jawolo have been involved fully with tracking government promises made during campaign period, compared with the deliverables in terms of the governance area. In totality, the UP regime has failed, and with the NIMO release clearly indicates that they cannot meet up with 2029 in terms of the deliverables of 6 years because time has catch up with them. We're in the third year. So NIMO report exposed serious weakness. And the report says the weakness have harmed Liberia's development. And NIMO talk about slow implementation of their REST agenda. The slow implementation of their REST agenda, NIMO said, this has made the government of Joseph Boakai and Jeremiah Kuhn very weak. And NIMO did not mean their words. They were very clear about it. They were clear. They used some strong words. They said the Boakai Kuhn regime, their weakness have been exposed, and that the pace at which implementation of their arrest agenda is going is very slow. What is more troubling in this report is that the $8.4 billion budget for the arrest agenda, that $8.4 billion, 70% is dependent on donor funding or borrowing. Now, with the report released by NIMBO, the report indicates that the current slow pace of the implementation of the arrest agenda and the weak nature of the Boakai Kuhn regime, it has discouraged drastically donors funding. It has discouraged donor funding or donor spending in the country. Now let's go to the numbers. They said numbers don't lie. Out of the 378 government interventions carried out under the arrest agenda between January to December 2025, only 3 interventions out of 378 government intervention in the arrest agenda between January to December of 2025, only 3 interventions, which constitutes less than 1%, which constitute less than 1%. Are you seeing the numbers? The people who can't rescue the country. It take whole 1 year. This is 2025 honor review. From 2025 January to December, the Bwaka Kun regime, 378 government intervention, only 3, less than 1%. And NIMO report went on to say, with the slow pace at which the rescue regime is operating, meeting up with the 2029 policy, because they were elected for 6 years, so they have a window period of 6 years to operate. But then the report also said, if they want to catch up, that means they have to speed up times 20 of what they're doing in the country if they want to catch up in the 6 year period of their arrest agenda.
And how can that be?
Then
Speed up.
it's not possible. Let's go to decentralization. In terms of decentralization, one of the things they campaign on in their mantra, the last time we heard the Minister of Foreign Affairs announced that Bond County Passport Service Center will be available, will be operating and giving people passport. That has not been effectuated. So 60% of the government services on decentralization is not being carried out. Imagine a whooping 60% of government services is not decentralized. Birth certificate, passport, driver licenses are not being issued in the different counties, the different political subdivision of Liberia. So in totality, NIMOD report says that the UP regime is not doing well. In totality, they're saying that the entire 2025 was a waste. In totality, Nemo is saying that if Joseph Boaka and Jeremiah Kun do not stand up and do not wake up now, it will be detrimental for the country because donors' confidence in Liberia have been destroyed and nobody willing to spend their money on the country, the manner and form in which this is going. And then this Nemo report is in consanguinity with what the IMF issued of recent, telling them that your $8.4 billion budget is unrealistic, telling them that the regime have a weak implementation ability on projects, telling them that you cannot depend on donors funding because you say it's no longer in the country. The Sudanese government, they pull out of Liberia because they see the government not to be responsible. People are only stealing, corruption is high on the agenda. So this was not said by politicians. Eddie Jawodo is a civil society man. He's not a politician. And this report is well structured. I mean, it was carried out by independent investigators. So this is it, colleagues. This is Samara. This is Grace. This is where the country is heading. Now we're in the third year of the Unity Party regime. 2 more years to go in governance. 2029 is political year. Everything that will happen will not be tracked as deliverables. Everything will be political. In fact, 2028. So this report from NIMBO clearly indicates that the government failed. So if a credible civil society group can tell you that you have to perform 20 times what you're doing to achieve it, where the money coming from? Civil servant, you taking pay, yeah. Pay not really correct. People protesting all what they play for better living conditions. UL yesterday we had our man from UL there pulling from soup, complaining on the conditions at the University of Liberia. So clearly with this report from NIMO, the government failed. There is no way out of 337 government interventions, you're only able to achieve 3 in whole 1 year, which is less than 1%. The report is clear. The regime has collapsed. I don't think they can survive this easily. To perform 20
go ahead?
times,
Yes,
these things
go
are
ahead.
difficult.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'd like to take this part from the report also. So the report also found that over 60% of government services are still unavailable outside of Monrovia, showing that decentralization remains weak. But this is the part I want to take. They said, despite the low pace, NIMO highlights some key achievements, including the establishment of the War and Economics Crime Court Office, the biometric national ID card registration reaching over 710,000 people. The pilot e-procurement reform process in agriculture, energy, and tourism. But Nemo warned that at the current pace, the arrest agenda will not meet a 2029 target unless implementation speed up more than 20 times. To fix this, the group recommends strong coordination, mandatory quarterly public report, better budget use, and more powerful and resource for the country. NIMBO says it will continue monitoring the government every quarter until 2029. Now, this is my analysis. This is, for me, I always tell people, politics aside, Liberia interest should be the number one priority of every Liberian. The government, just how the CDC administration struggle with corona, this government should acknowledge the fact that they are having a deficiency. And what is that deficiency, Samara? Donald Trump putting off USAID to Liberia is a big deficiency. Something that the Liberian national budget and the arrest agenda did not capture. I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you, Samara.
Yes.
How can you leave USAID that were putting almost, let's just say 40% into all sectors of Liberia? On account of drinking water, health, getting your antiretroviral drugs, HIV drugs, nutrition, education, USAID were contributing in all of those directions. Now the arrest agenda, quote unquote, do not have a specific funding laying down or that have already been raised to take and implement this project. So now is the time, like Samira said, that the House of Representatives work with the government in making sure that the things the Liberian people need or where you say stop for them to pick up from there in order to achieve maybe 50% of this arrest agenda. We welcome the establishment of the World Economic Crime Court. We welcome the decentralization of the ADGA process, which is now on hold for some reason. We also welcome you trying to make all government ministries and agencies to go decentralization process. But the fact remains the day-to-day activities of the Liberian people should be of cardinal concern. Let us stop politicizing achievements and looking at the well-being of the Liberian citizen. How do you politicize achievement? It's not about, oh, today everybody pay attention. The president is building this one road, which is good. This is the achievement. How many people that road will impact, Samira? What about the men that way down in Sano County that don't have access to that road? I welcome Nimod's report and their recommendation. And I also highlight the fact that 1% is not sufficient. The government should acknowledge that they have a crisis. And the number one crisis here is you said pull it out, and now President Trump has pulled out of 9 UN agencies with other international NGOs that have been funding Liberia. So you should know that about from now to 2027, 28, it will even get more difficult than where we are, Samira. So there should be option, and the government should acknowledge that fact and be able to put in national budget to be able to focus on those projects using those international community were handling in order to reach the common and simple people. And we also want to take this platform to say thank you to the government for the little they have done. But there is more to be done. All Liberians' life should be touched. The arrest agenda should be implemented without fear or favor, because that's what you promised the Liberian people. This is my analysis. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. And I'm going to start out by saying that the Unity Party government has done nothing for the Liberian people. You take it or you leave it. You want to argue, you argue with yourself. Because we're seeing the poverty in the faces of Liberians each and every day within this country. How can you say you run your government, even the bread and butter issue, you're able to settle it? You tell the VP, you say, Jeremiah, come sit down here. Go on this journey to be able to know the cost of poverty within our country, at the end of the day, we are yet to receive reports from the VP as to what's causing the poverty within the country. You will not say you're doing this, you're doing that, and at the end of the day, the Liberian people, they're living at your poverty, and you say you're helping or you're doing well for the Liberian people. That's a big black lie. So from my standpoint, from where I stand, I will tell you that there's absolutely nothing that the government is doing for its people. That is what I would say. Somebody will say, oh, the president, the rule of law. Nothing. Everywhere it is X. The rule of law, it is X. Look at our justice system. We don't even get good justice in our country anymore. So there's nothing. There's absolutely not. The only thing that this president has done for the Liberian people is that he has been putting down corrupt officials. He has been suspending corrupt officials. Corrupt officials, he has been suspending them. And these are people that work with his government. And after suspension, what follows? Nothing. The second thing that the president has done for the people is the villa that he put down there in Lofa County, where he said that it's a peace building hub. If you can build a peace building hub within 2 years, the money that you used to build that villa, you know what it can do for the Liberian people? Now, this is not Nemo's first report. After the first year of Joseph Boakai, Nemo did a report. And this is the second report. And they have been doing it. Even the place there in Lofa County, it was Eli Jawolo that called Liberia attention on it. Liberian couldn't have known about what the people put down there. And at the end of the day, we did not get to know as to where the money came from. Everybody had their own story to show. And Grace, you're thinking the national ID card people, them nothing. The people that bring the strategy up to be able to get money. Where's the process? How far?
But the report highlighted, that's why I just.
How far the process? Go to the National Identification Registry. Go see what they still doing it. The government went broke. So they were looking for money. $5 United States each Liberian got to say, if you didn't get it, you not do the one, you not do the Liberian people too. They quit the sunny. Oh, I can get my national. That is good though. That is a good process. I'm not saying it is bad. But how far with it? How far is it now? Is it that the process is still on? Or is because they had some kind of money crisis, they needed money at the time. So they say, yeah, bring out let's try to be able to get money. Even the Warrior Economic Crimes Court, the report highlighted it. But how far? Those who were being appointed, the people complained about salary. They're not even being paid. This one Warrior Economic Crime Code thing, I hope that it comes to, reality. But what I can say, I just feel that it was centered around Prince Johnson. Since the death of Prince Johnson, let me real. Me, I can talk my own.
The report highlighted these things as
I understand.
I understand. That's why
they highlighted them as key achievement. But how far is the process? They call the government. They call it touch and leave. Ain't no that attachment.
I think you get plan here, but you know what attachment means. So
use the plan.
Okay. So I want to bring this to you and Grace's attention. This 1%. When you look at it, 1%. There's nothing here to commend Waka and Kun for. This is decimal. This is ridiculous.
That's the reason why I said they have to.
378 government interventions and 1% three. This three when Fonati Kova was speaker. That was when the War and Economic Crimes Code was passed. And it is not being funded. Do you know why it is captured in this report? It's because the legislators had the willpower and it passed. That's why it is captured here. Go to agriculture. The agriculture budget from $13 million. And this is going to you, Grace. Agriculture budget from $13 million. They cut it down to around 9 million, Grace. No, Grace, I'm just giving you some numbers. I'm just giving you some numbers, Grace. Then you go to this biometric ID card thing. It has been poised. So even the ones that Nemo tried to bring us small, everything get oil on it. Everything get real oil inside it. The three small on you that make 1% all get real oil in it. In totality, Grace, the government not do nothing in 2025. But when they taking pay, taking their salary, enjoying themselves.
So I stand by what I said. I appreciate the government for the 1%. and the other key
You
achievements.
check it all. You
But-
check it all, Grace. There's some kind of green
but-
and white blood.
But
Some kind of green and white
I
blood.
don't have green and white blood. Last week you said I have CDC blood. Now you say I have green and white blood. But Samara, what I'm saying here is the Liberian people interest should be put first. And now what the government
Grace,
should be focusing on.
if the government would
That's what they should do.
if the government would do things that are commendable, we will commend them. If the government would do things that are condemnable, definitely
That's
we will
what I
condemn them.
said.
We will not miss our words.
That's what
And
I
that
said.
was the reason why I started this whole conversation with the government has done nothing for the people. Let me tell you, all this government care about is itself. Those who are in government, Grace, I'm not understanding what you said.
Yeah.
You have your point of view. All Liberians have the right to say what the feel. There are people, not only you, there are people who feel that the government has done well. You hear people passing around talking, say, back of red, oh, gas price, oh, this one, that one. The people brought laying by buses, they call the buses lean on me. Oh, the yellow machine about to come from China on the 20th of January. The yellow machine will be in the country and blah, 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 blah.
I even have problem with the procurement process of the yellow.
But that whole thing, the whole yellow machine story, that friend, a very good friend of Joe Bwaka, a kid of Mama Capability, they went to the vice president. Nothing about the people in is straight. Nothing.
What I have problem
They
with.
got ready, they brought a Lolo buses here. We sat on the radio and said these buses, they are death trap. That people, all buses in Ghana, they rebranded Joseph Human Bwaka picture on it. They take it and bring it to the country. They say they go for new buses again. The buses they call it lean on me. Everything laying.
Samra, when I'm not touching, leave that lean on me. Samra, where you getting all this?
I'm telling you these things, Ben, because these are reality.
But in the ball are pushing start. Everybody pushing the ball. Everybody the ball bringing that pushing start.
At least they have buses. At least they gave them.
So we have reached to a point in Liberia that we will say at least.
That's the bare minimum.
It's like Samra, you focus
Ghana
on everything.
Ghana have a metro system. In Ghana, you can ride a train. In Nigeria, the metro system.
Ben, I want to say something. It's like you and Samurai just focusing on
Ben,
everything I said.
Ben, you know
what is wrong?
When the buses were coming, the people they posted the picture. You see the conductor on it. There's a lady in short skirt. The lady at the pole on the picture, she's looking at air hostess. They put him in there. Yeah, they say the buses will be able to take the how you call the people that have deficiency or whatever, right? The buses will be able to take them. Come on. See the people, the other woman said that the heat, she almost died from the heat in the bus this time. I tell you, I follow.
I guess breaking the government, even though that buses laying, but they can send 2 to the University of Liberia campuses. I'll be
Look how great to me.
At least for the have something to go to school.
They have to follow the show. No, they will follow on the show. You never said that bread right can follow the when they follow that bus for you, the bus will follow. The bus almost like it's falling down.
The bus
it's
laying.
almost the nasty part about it is that the president got in the bus, then the man waving to the people, man. That is kind of thing he's supposed to be doing. Go to other countries, man.
But how they put Bua in? They put Bua in.
Because that is so insane. Go to other countries, man. That's the reason why I say those who have not gone other places to see, even nearby country, I feel sorry for them. That they wanted to bring lean back on me bosses for them, they will appreciate. I feel sorry for them. Grace have traveled to Nigeria, even in nearby country. There are people who have not gone there. Ivory Coast, people who have not gone there. I feel sorry for you. You go to the bosses there in real like the bosses and carry people to Ivory Coast. Go see development. Go see infrastructure in people country. You think how they got it?
You should remember Liberia just came from Civil War.
My man, what you call Liberia came from Civil War now? What kind of thing they get to me, sir?
Rwanda. The travel war that took place in Rwanda. Even like Samira said, I've been into 3 states in Nigeria. I've been to Lagos, I've been to Ogun State, and I've been to Abuja. I've been to the 3 states in Nigeria. They are commercial capital, Lagos, Ogun State close to Lagos, and Abuja, the capital city. I've been to those places. Nigeria went through the Biafra War, a deadly civil crisis. They came through the process. See how Nigeria is today. Samara, I think you're talking. I went to China.
But Liberia, every single thing we say, we say, well, what you want for me to say? That's what our government will say. When they tell you they develop your country, they say we're jacking for civil war. Is that an excuse to build your nation? How many years?
My first time in Shanghai, China, I was at the metro station. I didn't know how to book my train. The day I'm telling you, And not
Is
about
it-
language because when you
they,
use
they,
Google
they
when you
behind
Google
with behind the country.
translator, you will know. I
We
school in
be-
that place,
for the
Tamara. What
first
helped
time,
me, Grace? An American Chinese student. The guy is a Chinese,
We
but he's school in
behind in this
America.
country.
That a guy who helped me to be able to book my train to go to Royal Central Hotel. It was a
We,
tough one for me.
we
Liberia
are
will be in
way
town.
behind. We are way behind in this country. Let me tell you, someone will say, "Oh, you know the Civil War and that,
That one they can use.
That's what they can say." But the Civil War, after the Civil War, people didn't get money. They're stealing billions in the country. They send a children out of the country. They're going, they're flying plane every time. You know how much money in this country? Our own people, they are wicked to we Liberians. They're not
Exactly.
even using the money. Go other countries, man, nearby country who order the way, you know. Go see the people, go see infrastructure. You think the people that build it on a president or on a government that will be there stealing the people money? No. They build it in there, they're using a president that will be riding lesser the vehicle that can that is bulletproof. Other countries, the president, the vehicle that they ride, even the great US, even other countries that are in the West. Liberians, our own people want to get into politics. They become so flamboyant. They want to live the biggest life. You know that there are Liberians who go to the US. When they reach there, they want to sleep in hotels that even those of the senators in the US are not even sleeping in. Because
You're
we
right.
live big life in the country. We live big life.
Samira, you know, you always said something 2 years ago, and I want to bring it out today.
We live big life.
Our problem has not been President Eddie Johnson Sirleaf. Our problem was not former President George Weah. Our problem is not Joseph Walker. Samira always say our problem is the legislators and those that preside over the Senate and the House of Rep. They are one of our major problem in this country. You sit over concession. You ratify concession. You pass bills, review companies that come into your country. Samira, look at the lawmakers' houses.
Oh,
Look at their shoes.
you know what again?
Look at their coats.
They will tell you, say, "Oh, God, Lord, because so I still look good."
But
But
look at
what
when
you
you go.
doing for your district?
When you go,
Look at it, Babolu that yeah, the American place there, right?
no road to reach.
Babolu is very remote. Babolu is right near Monrovia. Should it be like that?
When you go Kakebo, Sano Kante, Samira, there is a part of that community that don't have access to communication. Phone call before I talk about road that fits. They use it to go there.
Grand Basso, electricity, Grand Basso. And here it say, you know, Asla Meta, they have submitted to the legislature their third mineral development agreement.
Can you
It
imagine?
was being submitted to the legislature for approval. And if it is endorsed in the agreement and it is being agreed upon, the agreement will extend the company's operation up to 2050. But we can say that there again, 2050. You know,
And no
you
light,
know how? Yeah.
no light in Bassa. No light in
Thank you.
Bassa.
Thank you. These are things that the Lord make us in its apple time. The way in which they have carried a document now to say we have come for a reviewer so that it be agreed upon, so that we operate up to 2050. You know how many years we're checking from now?
It will be all over.
You know how many years we're checking? But the people there in the legislature, they will sit on there, they will agree to that 2050. When a few will benefit, and at the end of the day, Asla Meta will operate, and the people of Bicano, the people of Nimba County will benefit nothing. You know why people bring concessions or companies into counties? For the county to be able to benefit. But right, there should be a school there that is owned by Asla Meta, that people who are working at Asla Meta, that children should go to. There should be clinics or hospitals in these counties. Then the county people are benefiting.
Can I say something?
They should be able to provide these things for the people. You can't have these people coming to the country. You're giving them big thing, giving them look at the year and the people give talking about. We in 2026. If this document is we agree upon, the people have submitted it already. They will operate up to 2050 before there be another renewal of the document. 2050. For now, 2050, you know, we're not born our children. And if we don't speak about these things, our children will be the ones suffering because these people take their children and send it out there to go and sell it. That's the reason why you see Liberia may have that mentality. Because let me be real. These people who are in power, they're to win. You get a layman chance, they layman go there too. You think they may not want to say people out there want to go layman too. You think somebody won't say the child here for them to be here because the environment that the people have created. Look at the president Joe Walker. What Joe Walker had back then? Joe Walker had absolutely nothing. But Joe Walker is riding a Lexus vehicle. Joe Walker is riding a Joe Walker is wearing a custom costume. Joe Walker is traveling on a private jet. Joe Walker is celebrating his wedding anniversary, his birthday, everything he's doing it. What you have back then? Joe Walker used to do these things? No. Why he's doing this thing? Because the Liberian people have given Joe Walker money. So the Liberian people who are giving it to the people who are taking people from the trenches and giving them the best life ever. Joe Walker enjoying your old age. Let us be real. People talk that, oh, the paper, when we put the paper there, the paper will not be that the young boy, but the paper is even worse than the young boy. Concord may say worse. So I'm just saying all of these things because when our leaders, they don't mean any good for us. And that's the truth. Right. You go up, you gotta. That's the truth. Joe Burger House, they used to sell water there. They used to sell cool there. They used to sell cool there.
That's frying donor. Katumu Burger frying donor.
Well, how can this man come to power there and he just change all of a sudden? He start to live the same big life. Somebody will say, oh, the man said that he's gonna. Joe Burger been living a lavish life. That's the reason why in old age, he never even had a hospital bill. Everybody gets sick. I mean, I'm not going to talk about anybody's sickness on this radio. But for your youthful days, you've been working in government, even those who are not working, you're able to save money for your old age. You know you will get old one day. But because you have been relying on the Liberian people and he told the Liberian people that he will rescue them, now know he's coming to rescue himself again. Joe Walker anniversary and a birthday or his wife's birthday or two in 1 month. Answer they say they make a celebrate or two in a same month. With lavish thing, but go to West Zone, go to other places. In Liberia, the rural area, the students are sitting on the ground. They're resting in the car, but in this modern age, that 2026 we're in. Then people won't say that and say, oh, Liberia, the president doing well. My people, he ain't doing anything. If you go out there and see how other countries look, you will come by and say the people ain't doing anything for all in the country. They are only doing it for themselves. Then the children will go out there, they come by here, then they rule us again, then they come by again, then they rule us back. And I say, go on.
Yeah, for Arsenal Meta part, I felt very bad the last time when I went to Lugbe, Solowi. These are the communities from Nima Belt. Let's
see the road.
Samara talk about the Grand Basasa. Let me tell you, we have Lugbe, we have Solowi, Elona Belt. That are two towns along Arsenal Meta operation area in Nima County. And to Lugbe, when we went out to do a video documentary, you don't even have pump.
As like that 2050 renewal.
We don't. They don't have pump for the people to drink. They don't have what the thing mean? Common school. The school that operating there, they only have one instructor. And that's not even the most scary part. I even have the video of the creek the people drink from, right?
Oh, no safe drinking water.
The video is very, very terrible. When you see the water is orange. Now even pure water orange. And my problem I have with Arsenal Meta is when they're blasting the mountain. When they blast the mountain, the houses, all of the people's houses in Lugbe and Solowi are cracked. Like you see the split between it. The people, most of them can't be here well.
They're taking our things from here.
They don't hear well.
But you don't blame them. You blame the people in the house.
They blast the mountain, then the sound affect their ear. Most of their ear get problem. So my issue here now is with the lawmakers. Like the last time, one of the lawmakers that really talking against the Arsenal Meta is Yantuayen.
Yeah, Yantuayen.
Most of the lawmakers for now Nima Bill I have issues.
Even Samuel Coker too.
Samuel Coker have started a few down on their back. You can't suffer your people like that. You can't the people sleeping somewhere. If you see the people houses, all the horses crack between. I'm telling you, just I have the video. If you want to watch the video, go on Talking John Studio page. Is there all of that? The people living the very sorrowful way.
The way in which the people have gone and said we came for 2050 renewal. Bam. After me, that boy you can't sit and get that Liberian people get the places that you people are the owner. You're telling people why you want in Ghana. The other time the people damo internet that the people say was 50-50. If you the amount of damo or go you take today, we take the 50, you take the 50, then we go. But Liberia they're able to do it.
Their social corporate responsibility. They're able. Arsenal Meta, he honoring none. They're not even employing the people children from there. How about the employer they were bringing them from Guinea way? Also, So when we did a video, a few days they said they will reach to the people, but these are some of the conditions the lawmakers don't even know what the people passing through. When I finish telling them in the house there, they start getting angry and they collect a packet.
Thank you. They know.
Put it in a packet.
They know because they will get a brown envelope, so they don't give. They don't give a heck about what the people go through. Then you have anything to say about these things, so that we move to the lines. I mean,
well, the 2050 Asalameta Day, I was just counting my age and imagining how my beard would be all white at that point in time. The gray hair would be all over. You know, it's troubling. Yeah. It's troubling. Yeah, and the worst of all, these things are done without even capturing the country infrastructure interest. Yeah. Without even thinking about lifting the people from poverty. This is ridiculous. But I think we can hear from the callers.
Exactly. Let us now open the lines. Those of you listening, we take calls up to maybe 8:45, 8:50, 9 o'clock. Let's see how it goes. And then we'll be able to move on to our next issue. What is the next issue? But let's open the phone lines. Those of you listening in the countess, you join us on 0773-419502, 0773-419502, 0555-184711, 0555-184711, 0773-978-564. Those of you in Monrovia, 0773-978-564. 0880-907-907. These are the numbers to participate. Let's hear you, Liberians. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sister Mira.
Morning.
Yeah, okay. This is G. Moses Wakori, co-chair from Kukatono and member of the Youth Alliance for Responsible Governance. The issue of the Arsenal matter, my people, I mean, we are just in trouble, that's all. Because our people are not thinking about developing the country or even transforming the lives of the people. People will after themselves. You see, those are some of the things that we were saying yesterday. If you are there, 73 men, you're not able to make a law that will benefit the people. The only thing after is political accommodation. The only one are the district of. You see how bad our people are.
Okay.
We'll go through so many things.
Okay.
In our country.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look at school. Let me get learn on the point, Samira, please.
Let's be fast. We have other people to take quickly.
You know, I mean, it's a serious trouble for all men. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samira.
Morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Abraham to say.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, Samira, you know, I listen to you. You put them making me I just want to cry, really, especially to talk about methodology in the country. So what are our leaders already thinking on? So they want us to go back to war because they think a great war. People are depending on to make good decisions for you, to make a common people to enjoy what I have. You hear in the kind of thing, it can make people to target overnight. Then we buy for the 5,000 car for every 3 years.
Okay.
We get a gas slave. We pay our rent. And after the fire.
Okay. Thank you. They also start paying their coke too.
I tell you, it's very discouraging.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Morning.
Yeah, Samara, Esmoka back on the line, and it's good this morning, man. Look, this report has validated our argument that the Unity Party government absolutely have done nothing. Okay, all of 378. That's a shame. It's embarrassing. Even the 3% they gave there, it's questionable. Because when you talk about Adika, we shall score the government in the past and even present. They set the benchmark for employment and getting your salary. Right now, it's a charade. You don't get anything called Adika. I listen to they're launching 6-year plan. You know, nothing is functional. Nothing is working. What kind of plan are you launching? Up to present, we don't know the history about that Adika. Look at the war crime. Why is it? After the death of Prince Johnson, is that as far as serious problem with the Nima country people? They are sitting there. You should be flagging this issue. Telling the government, what was the reason why you started the war crime? Is it only for Prince Johnson? Now he is there. We're hearing nothing. Now we're hearing also nothing from the West. So you know, the government, I hope they will take
these kinds of critical analysis in good faith and go in their backyard and work on it.
Okay.
This is shameful. This is embarrassing for government to be in power on a 2 year. Absolutely, even the 3% that they are pointing to, when you critically look at it, CDC here is easy that why they were able to even get in 1%.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, good morning. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear you. Name and where do you join us from?
I'm saying Montgomery Bayer calling from 72nd, district number 5.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the topic. And I want to discuss about Arsenal Meta. So where Arsenal Meta is digging the iron ore, we agree that Arsenal Meta signed a iron ore contract with the Liberian government. But at the length Arsenal Meta boss, that to where they are digging iron ore, we have gold and diamond there. These are some of the reasons they are not watching the iron ore in Liberia. They are shifting the raw dirt overseas.
Yeah.
If Arsenal Meta start to water iron ore, if they does not see gold or diamond there, let the Liberian government say me for 30 years with no investigation. They will never do it. They will always shift the raw dirt where our countries are right, people have only gold and their countries are developing. But we have gold, diamond, iron ore, timber, all sort of mineral of our countries. We are in utter poverty. And for the general affairs to be in the law, because I agree 100% with her. Even when President as the president just will go back. So as who are doing within the law because they are there to make law and to oversight to see how far the country goes. But they are only there as soon as they get there for 5,000. As some of that kind, just start the contract, they will then agree. Going grand pastor, 60% of the youth that owns the country to work as the company is, they are not working. They are making $120 US per month.
Okay.
Even the people that are saying that they are employed with Arsenal Meta that are on the camp, they are living continuous.
Okay.
Why are we treating the country like this?
Thank you.
Thank you.
The people are about to do 50-year renewal. Our government will sit down there and renew Arsenal Meta contract for like up to 2050.
Yes.
Check it, how many years? Up to 2050. What is it that Arsenal Meta is doing in the lives of the counties or the people in the county that they're in? Nothing.
When
2050.
2050. That's more years.
2050. So you that joke? Morning.
Good morning, this is Samira.
Morning.
Let me share with Mane again from Broadview.
Okay.
This is Samira. The problem about this country, like our sister regularly stated in the studio there, is the House of Legislature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these people, we elect them for them to represent us. All the citizens from the Viewer District and county can't sit in the Capitol building to work for themselves. That's the reason why we elected these people to go and represent us. But these people, after elections, they only going over there for their self-interest. Today, when they say there is a hearing going on, all the lawmakers will go there. And see, but for them to even work in the interest of the common people, they will not do it. Look at the situation of King Jaw. You know how many gold is moving from King Jaw on a daily basis? Go there. Go monitor the livelihood of the people. People from King Jaw are drinking from what? Creek. And this particular creek is manipulated with what chemical? How Liberian people will live longer nowadays? Look at Asmomita. Look at that type of multi-million company. But what's the investment that these people are carrying on in this country? But today when we talk with us, they say, oh, good news for the Liberian people. 50 years. You know, from now to 50 years, you know how many people will be suffering?
Not 50 years, 2050. From now to 2050.
From now to 2050. You know how many people will be suffering in this country? Look at number report.
24 years.
Very, very much disheartening to the Liberian people. But when Namo come out with this report, every year when Namo come out with this report, the oppositions will concur with it. But as long as the president is supporting the government, they will say Namo is lying. Now, why kill George Manor we are government today? When Namo used to come up with one report, judicial we are in the corner, they criticizing it. They say, oh, there's that. But at the end of the day, when we went into the election, you saw the result.
Okay.
So similar thing is proceeding under this government as well.
Okay. Thank you, my dear brother. Those of you who did not get the numbers, we call them again: 0773 419502, 0555 184711, 0773 978 564, 0880 907 907. These are the numbers to participate. I don't know. I see 42 missed calls. People have been calling them. But 0773 978 564, 0880 907 907, 0773 978 564. These are the numbers to participate. Let us get people to play the cash giveaway this morning. Star 799 star 8 hatch is the code. Star 799 star 8 hatch is the code. You all play plenty of times so that we'll be able to give out the first 10,000. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Samara. How are you people doing this morning?
I am doing perfectly fine.
Okay, so I'm toward Denise calling from the highway.
Mm.
You know, it's so disheartening this morning listening to you guys discussing the truth in studio this morning. You know, sometimes I wonder if all of our lawmakers have one mother, one woman born, all of them, so they don't think all of the backs. And you said something very important this morning. Most of our people in Liberia have not had the opportunity to travel all of this country.
Yeah.
So when people giving them peanuts, they sit down and celebrate it like government is doing better. But when you go to Africa, you go to Ghana, you go to Nigeria, you see infrastructure, you know that Liberia is lacking far behind. And I tell them, they're here misusing, abusing our people on a daily basis. But government will take all the security apparatus and send them there to go and man concession company. You get billions of dollars leaving the country on a daily basis. But you go out there to go beg people for them to give you peanuts to come to your country. Then when the president travels, he travels on private jet. Today, Baka has become one of the luxury presidents of Africa. And our folks in the Unity Party that they're celebrating on a daily basis. I just say thank you to you guys this morning for reflecting the history with George people. The record is there that you people spoke during your time, during your season on it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This person, Grace, go ahead.
Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
Thank you, Samora. This is Emmanuel M. Gruzien. I'm the Secretary General of Nima Kwado Liberian Operator Youth. Calling this morning from District 17 Profit.
Go ahead, brother. Nima Kwalo, let's go.
Thank you for your analysis. Your analysis this morning, it has made my day. This what prompted me to a call and made my input. I think the only message we have, more especially from the people of Nima, especially the organization we represent, is the senator for Nima County, who is member of the concession committee, to see the reason of doing the needful for the people of Nima. Because, like we say, Asma Meta had never been able to live by their own commitment they made with the Liberian people or Liberian government before operating in Liberia. I think one thing we want to openly say to our Senator Yantuan, who have been the vanguard or advocating for the people of Nima and the people of Liberia alike, is that we want to say there is a time that you stand tall.
Okay.
We all are fight for this. As long as it's not in the interest of the people of Nima, it's not in the interest of the people of Liberia, and their deeds cannot be renewed when the first commitment was not done.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Y'all will be surprised that if people in your house will renew that or Aslam at you. I tell you.
Of course.
Good morning. They are so unpredictable. Morning. Let's hear you, my brother. Go ahead.
Thank you. I heard that the president, out of the 383 promises, they have went 3%.
According to Nembot's report.
Thank you. It is not screened. If the president will be good for you, you can know from the east. We have a president that Labrampo elected who served for the 2 years governmental experience. No benefit, no achievement, no legacy. Who came to Labrampo and said he squandered the Labrampo opportunity. This is the same man Labrampo put in power. So what do you expect? The first president to ever ride private jet for what's the other kind of go lower in a dry season? The man who said they can rescue the Liberian people and give them rescuing themselves. A man who has traveled over 6 times in 3 years and brought nothing but 1 year, sir. A man who has for the 2 years governmental experience and what was selling paper and forward, what do we expect? So it's just for us. We just married to put in power because of pity. That's all. But I don't see the reason why Liberian people elected this man. Because the first thing you elect people from their past, from what they have done. But we have one dog here who are doing well, and the people said that he's not doing anything.
Okay.
So today we have elected a president who police are brutalizing people, beating poor people, who police are intimidating peaceful citizens, who police are just increasing overnight and doing nothing to Liberia for bringing harm. A peaceful country, everything just going up.
Okay.
Far air now, but I get it out the water for what?
Where you buying far air? It's all the water here too, man. I'll pass there. I will pass there today. No, sorry, but you want to the small bottle.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for participating.
Things really high in the country. Things high in the country.
You know the small Coke soft drink bottle, the small one.
Yeah.
To some places, you buy $100. $100. Yeah.
Small soft drink bottle there.
Yeah, 100. And you get Coca-Cola factory real.
Apart from that,
So I already know.
The regulations of the U.S. rates is affecting
nothing.
Prices.
So go
you
on.
can reduce the U.S. rate and you don't work on prices.
People still buy things 1,000. You carry Liberian dollar to the market. Yeah, you pay 1,000. You go up. You can't.
The economists.
Chris, you know, talk to the people.
Who my people? You're not gonna say my form of analysis.
No, Grace, I'm just taking you for your seat.
From 2022, I've been on a radio. Samira, no, nobody knows they start for. You will not know.
Grace said that she's a
I'm a super. I don't get time for any
party. When you go to the party boss, we can for who you for
there. The soup in the person where I want for I'm a secret.
I will for that. You for that for.
Samira, you been knowing me for all this while. You are saying I know the party.
You for that for Appleton.
Now one of the men
because Appleton have votes if they're coming so.
Imagine when I asked Samira myself when we call it result. Imagine Appleton. If Samira said for Appleton, I say I hope I did not vote for Appleton because Appleton vote plenty. But all of these things, they were just United Party strategy, man, to be able to share these things. Because at the end of the day, United Party were on the other end. But we said that we are here to give our money. We are not choking. You know what we're doing? You people are not playing. But the first and foremost thing we're going to do as an encouragement for you to play is to give our one button phone. Get a phone and then you'll be playing. Morning.
Good morning.
My name is Samira. One line. I call you from Voice of Liberia. Your name and where do you join us from?
From Freeport.
Freeport. Thank God you're right around us here. You played the cash giveaway this morning? Did you play the cash giveaway this morning?
I've been playing, yeah, I think so.
No, you did not play this morning, my brother.
I've been playing.
So you got to be fair to the disco. Because we're seeing everything here. You did not play this morning.
No, I'm playing this morning, but I've been playing.
But then, as part of our frequent draw, you won a button phone because you have been playing the cash giveaway. So we have one button phone at Voice of Liberia head office here on the Capital Bypass. Do you know our office?
Yes.
Okay, your name?
Taylor.
If you are coming, please come with an ID card.
Okay.
So when you get a Voice of Liberia, your button phone will be given to you. But this morning is the jackpot, and we're giving out money. So you want to play this morning so that you'll be able to win. The code remains *799*8#, *799*8#, and you're using $200 or $1.50 to play to win some money this morning. But first and foremost, for all of the playing you have been doing, we decided to give you a button phone first. Maybe when you get a button phone, you can be serious with the cash giveaway. But will you play this morning? Okay, but then you should pass on the back pass here for your phone, okay?
Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you too. Thank you for playing. So that is it. Like we said, we're giving out plenty of things. We're giving out button phone. We're giving out the other phone. Other phone we're giving it out here. Giving out backup price. We're giving out some things. So *7.
I saw oil in the back there.
Yeah, oil.
Cholesterol-free oil.
Yes, cholesterol-free oil. Voice of Liberia will mean well for the people who come and give you any oil that will,
affect
so
your health.
we gave you the cholesterol-free oil. That is why we give to you. When look at the tiny UPS, that they are not in the interest of the people.
You encouraging UP and auto play. Then you know now they need to play too.
Tiny UPS, tiny citizen.
All of them.
All of them tiny. We this station will in the interest of the people. Even tiny CMC, they all come in the big. All the CMC.
I was training for.
But I will ask.
Rambi
I will ask question before we go to our next conversation. I thought there was this day we hosted Musa Berlite, Sekou and I, and on the platform when he had that his CMC thing, and then Musa Berlite said that he had no ambition of being a political leader for CMC, to contest. But they go to Musa Berlite say you contest no now.
But you need to call
the politician, I gotta call him. Seriously, I tell you, the politician, you have been the politician and looking at the people, they very, very much sleeping with their words.
No, sometimes the people can call. Sometimes the leaders will not be thinking about contesting. When the people call, leaders answer. Let's see what is happening now. Samira, I will say this to you. Team Kochi for Monserrato Senate 2029.
He winning,
I mean, he's winning opinion polls as we speak right now. The WhatsApp chat room, there are thousands of people who have trooped in Kochi 2029.
Grace for gossiping. Monty called it to be this morning.
Monty called it tapping.
On which platform?
I think in one of CDC platform online, Monty called it tap.
That can only happen in Dream. The man who's leading all of the opinion polls since
I really let it waste my time.
Jefferson Koji have led and won all of the opinion polls conducted, even on Liberia.
I was saying
Martin said he been sitting in the diaspora in a school in Corona. He won't come to the bureau. Young people see at town.
But check.
I just feel people are not waste my time.
On Shan Liberia, Koji even won the opinion poll. They didn't announce that one. They've added new one where they add Omen Samsung other than that. Koji is winning all the opinion poll. He won yesterday on Voice of Liberia. The one we conducted, he won.
Yeah, he did. But Koji is a young person and he's a human person. And the young people, they really do believe in Koji. To know Koji is to know them. So that is something. It's not strange if you win it. Imagine Koji going for the senator in Monserrato. It will not be easy. The young people,
the thing around 4 hours more, even Unity Party people are getting involved with becoming senator of Monserrato.
Thank you. You know why, Ben? Because if you run a government the way the government should be run, at the end of the day, you will realize these things. When CDC Party had their government here, they did not differentiate Unity Party from ANC, from CDC, from whoever. If you're wearing the green and white, you're wearing the blue and white, whatever political party you can work with in the government, that is government. Government is it's about being inclusive. Yes, that is it. So you got to be inclusive. So the whole thing about government is not because, let me tell you, Unity Party people alone can make a president.
Cash giveaway.
CDC people alone can make a president. The cash giveaway. Now one party is supposed to play to be able to win. Everybody can play. That is the thing about it. But let us take this break. When we get back at 9 o'clock, we will talk about the two issues that we have on our plates before we open the phone lines. Okay, this one is from Omen Samsung, and it's called Crime Stopper. There's no small crime. Whatever crime you see, it should be reported. Let's go for this one.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell her in your head for the right authority. Tell it can't take your love. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. You work for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must pattern for it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, on the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, on the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, on the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Whether the crime is big or small, there's no small crime. If you see a crime, it should be reported. This is Voice of Liberia. We do broadcast to you from Capital Bypass, Monrovia, Liberia. My name is Samira Onelai. And of course, I'm here with Chris Williams Joshua, also here with Ben Believe Talk about this morning on the show. And we're talking about lots of issues. Let me say thanks to those of you who are still sticking still. There are other things that we have on our plate this morning. And of course, we're going to talk about these things. We did not do prediction for the game. For whatever ways, we do not have much time. At times, we spice it up with the sports. But let's see how it works. Maybe we'll open up the phone lines using 10 minutes to see, Nimba County and Marky game. You're going to do prediction. I don't know. I should say, I should find a price for the people who will be the person that will win it. Why 5 to 6% get the prediction right? So I want to hear you. I want to hear something.
But the funny is that
I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You from Nima, so you will eventually support Nima. And if the prediction comes for Nima, then Nima win part. That's the fair.
This whole thing here, it is not about me, not politics. Me, I can tell you, say, I'm from Nima County, I'm support Nima County. That one I'm prepared. It will be you. It will shock some people to know that even if Nima County goes to final, which of course we're known for it.
I said there will be a power, especially go play Monkey B,
which of course we're known. Monkey B has no but 10 place. Grace, relax that thing. 10 place, that they always Monkey B always have a
they get support.
Except for support, they get very nice teams. And Nima County get support. You know what I mean? We get Asla Meta. So let's see. Here is it. Nima County has Asla Meta, and then Monkey B has Jetty Rubber.
Jetty Rubber.
So you see that big people things we're doing.
Senator alone, that be him.
Who did that
make it support?
Who the senator? My girl.
No way.
You know how many senators we have? The answer here.
Some advocate.
I said, swear. Yeah, but I'm going to when Nima County reaches to the final, I'm going to get my jersey. Print my jersey. I remember my Nima County needs it. Yeah, I saw some people need a poke call. You know that Nima County. I'm
gonna give you money. What you say?
No, probably give me money. Yeah, but Nima County, you people should pray that we shouldn't carry it this year. Because if we carry this year, we'll carry next year too. We can take it one time, right? We got to take it 2 times in a row. But whatever ways, we're known for the highest carrier, and that's a proud for the binds. I'm not jealous. Say is that it is constructive.
I see.
Right, that's the thing. I'm gonna give you a little delpit history about Nima County. I should say, Grace, Waffle, Grace, you're looking at me now.
Yeah, Nima County people, you have to know when they be.
So, Yako Nima Yasie, nothing for Nima can sport. Everything for Nima good.
Monkey people will discipline you today.
You?
Yeah.
Seku will be Seku today, will be Seku and Pen.
No, I tell you, say, what begin you see, the best second on the field to play. He's not best again, see you up, you're on the field playing today. You have to go see him.
Come on, man. But let's be real. Wagibi is no match for Nimba. Yeah. Should I predict the game?
Let's go in our talking point. When
So I get to my prediction.
You can't say you win a
And
prediction.
you know the thing about this whole game. At least when the game has been played on Thursday, if I predict the game, all the month that make on the PB, I will not count the money.
Okay.
But then on Wednesday. So if the video tomorrow morning, I will shamelessly come and sit on this radio.
Okay, then predict.
2-1.
Okay.
Nema can get 2. Let me check it in one go. I wonder if I also spell Magibi, but officer Magibi long.
Okay, I gave you my GB prediction. My GB will be you 2-0.
So you tell me the great Nimakato will not score 1 goal there. Okay, that is to the game too. Yeah, but let us go into the issue. We hope to get joined by Ben shortly, and Grace will be the one to start on this issue. This issue that has to do with the representative
Anthony Williams.
And we're going to pair that with Mwema Big Bricks Mensa. Excuse me, I can't pronounce her name. Mwema,
yeah,
right?
So you said Secret will come to
Mwema Bricks Mensa. Secret is here already. So what we're going to do is to get the clips on yesterday. Mwema had a very heated conversation with some of our colleagues. And this conversation is being centered around the whole removal of the speaker. There have been news when they were on their break, the House of Representatives, in their chat rooms. Some chat rooms, people have been talking about the removal of Richard Cohen, saying that he's not handling the responsibility of the House the way he's to handle it. He's handling it poorly, so he should be removed. And in the clip that we're about to play you, Mwema Briggs Mensa, you will hear her saying that you have the number, but you're not presiding the way you are to preside. So definitely you need to be removed. Although you have the number, but we cannot say that, we will do this, because there have been reports that Richard Cohen have been ignoring some of the concerns from his colleagues, and also he runs that kind of dictatorial government, or he has that kind of a dictatorial leadership style, wherein when he says this, it should be it. And Richard Cohen even went as far as telling people, say that nothing in this house should be discussed out there. We don't want to hear it, right? I played that clip here before. I'm sorry. So we're going to play you these voices. We will play you Mwema Briggs Mensa voice, and we will also play you the voice of the representative Anthony Williams, so that you hear it. So this is I'm sorry. This is not on news anymore. This is not in Haiti anymore. There are people who want to remove Richard Cohen from the speaker position due to some reasons, due to the way in which he's poorly handling the legislative matter, right? But we're going to have, conversation, and we're going to tell you some things. And I feel that the House is somehow disorganized. Looking at what happened yesterday, looking at the leadership of Richard Cohen and all of that. But I should say that this man is, the executive speaker. He said it, right? But we're going to talk about these things. Let us get the voice of Mwema first.
Should he play before I say something, or it should be after?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. For my own analysis, I want to take it from 2 points, right? The first point here is the positive side of Cohen presiding, and that of the negative side. Yeah, I will start with the positive first, or the negative. Which one, Samara, you prefer?
Whatever ones you want to start with.
Okay. The first thing, the negative part of you having a speaker that is not in line or don't have a good relationship with his colleague, is that you find out that most of the bills or recommendations coming from the executive or from even her own bloc will have hindrances in being passed. For instance, if it's in the interest of his political party, you will see he will work with you smoothly to get that passed. But if it's not in the interest of what his party wants, sometimes it may not even be from the party, but for what he wants, it will not pass. That's one of the negative parts. But the positive part of the idea he been pushing and saying that he's the executive speaker, this is it now. If you have a speaker that is an opposition from what I know, and from what United Party, the idea United Party and CDC has been pushing for you having an opposition as a speaker, all of the bill from the executive coming to your house will be like not put on the floor for discussion because they, quote unquote, those speakers actually want the government to fail. And if the government fail, the next election, their own government will come eventually to power. That has been the ideology of both CDC and Unity Party when it comes to having a speaker that is in the interest of their political party. And that was the same ideology Kun came to the speakership with. To the extent that even when Funati were trying to coincide or reconcile with President Bouaka, when he even went on a trip with President Bouaka, that was when the impeachment process started, and he was able to win Fala over to him, and that impeachment process went smoothly. Now the whole idea of he could becoming speaker is to like the way we have in the Arsenal Meta deal, and if the government have do all that in her working, especially the executive, and they know that it's in the interest of the Liberian people, and they want it. They consider it to be in the interest. They want it. They send it to Kun. It will be easier to go because he's the speaker. He control the House of Rep. That was the idea. Now, Mema Bree Mensah being from the CDC, and she later joined the Unity Party, which is Kun, for the impeachment process. I think you follow that proceedings, and she had been on the water shaking. She has not been consistent. So now I think Ben Mark is having issue.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think she's having problem now with Fala. Fala is her target because she and Fala been having a beef. I don't know because Fala is all of the CDC. I have not seen Mema officially leaving the CDC yet. I have not heard anything from her, but she actually supported Rachel Kun. But that's what shocked me from CDC. I think Ben should answer that question. Why is the Fala was expelled and Briggs, even though they were suspended, a few lawmakers was suspended from the CDC at that time with the proceedings of the speakership. But now, I don't know the beef she had precisely with Fala that she's saying that they are taking important matters to be discussed a yea or nay. And if you just say yea or nay on some certain proceedings without discussing it in depth, she will not know what in it for her constituents. I think that's her problem. And she will not know if they benefit the Liberian people. She wants these things to be discussed in order for her to know how to analyze and be able to vote. But the speaker is just beginning all as a mere discussion and telling who are in favor say yeah. And she don't want that. She wants the proceedings to go in depth for each lawmakers to have their own stand on every discussion or every bill that will be introduced in the House or every discussion that will come to them. So that's where the whole confusion came from. And we came to discover that she had been depressed, like she had been discriminated. I don't know because I don't know. But I saw Priscilla Cooper going to her and talking that this woman is not mad. She's a member of this house. She should be respected. And I also saw that. But I think there are some things going on that the public is not aware. Like I said, the legislature should preside in the interest of the people, not for any political party. That's my own stand on the whole discussion.
Okay. Let's hear you, Ben.
Yeah, let me weigh in on the issue. So first of all, Mema Bree Mensah, the representative from Bond County, is not a sedition. She did not sign up, but she supported President Weah in the elections.
That's it. She supported you.
She's a friend of Madam Joy Howard Taylor, the former vice president. But now to the issue. You know, there's one thing I would say, especially to all of us here. And Grace, you see, the legislature is not a separate body operating outside of the Constitution. In fact, the legislature is the first branch of government. Our Constitution talk about the separation of power. In the separation of power, no branch should usurp the function of the other branch. The usurpation of the function of any other branches of government is not supported under our law. It's a violation of the law. Richard Kun clearly stated that he is a regime speaker. First of all, being a speaker does not in any way mean that you should dance to the whims and caprices of the president of the country. All we've seen over the years is grave desperation, leadership ineptitude, and a nitwit sitting at the legislature so desperate to only hold the gavel instead of presiding, instead of pushing for the interests of the Liberian people, instead of focusing on his oversight responsibility. And this is the reason why I see the very people that are complaining that are raising issues. If this issue was about allowing government policies to flow, first of all, Anthony Williams is one of those persons from Maryland County, a representative who's now standing against Richard Nangbekun. So this entire issue about the speaker should come from the party and it should dance to the whims and caprices of Joseph Boaka, whoever the president that be, is totally erroneous. The legislature should be an independent body. So Richard Nangbekun, in all fairness, in every aspect of a role at the level of the legislature, Richard Kuhn has proven to be an irresponsible legislator. He's not fit to be speaker. He's brought public disrepute on the House from the very day Richard Kuhn did not know which hand to lift up when he hijacked the speakership to the time he had to step aside again to contest the speakership. Those are all violations of this House standing rules. So as we speak to you now, Richard Kuhn only survived a temporary period until he's been removed. We've thought that over 40 signatures have been gathered. His colleagues are not happy with him. So on a more serious note, there is nothing positive about Richard Nangbekun. And I want to say this categorically clear. We support the call of all those lawmakers who are calling for the removal of Richard Kuhn for speaker. That man is highly dishonorable, from bigamy to marry his sister for status, to divorcing his wife, and being in extramarital affairs with the senior political advisor to Boaka, which is this woman, Mandela Cooper. Richard Kuhn was brave enough to use 26 person to sign a deal in the House when he did not have the 37 to constitute a quorum. That guy is an honorable man, very dishonorable. So there's nothing positive about Richard Nangbekun, Grace. Nothing positive. The guy is a total disappointment, an embarrassment, and a disgrace to the government of Liberia and to the legislature.
Now, what I say, what they consider positive, I did not say positive. So, what they consider positive.
Okay. So you're done, Ben?
Yes, sure. I think we can hear from
Okay.
our people.
Okay. I have not said anything.
Anything.
You don't push me aside, right?
No, go
Okay,
ahead.
Samara, go ahead. Sorry, that was
Ben,
an
that issue me say it.
Yeah,
We have
because
No,
few
Samara.
people,
You my
Oh,
Allah.
okay.
No, Samara, you my Allah. You my Allah.
they don't want your team to win.
Yeah, okay. So let me say that like Ben said, that was the way in which I wanted to start the conversation. When Richard Kuhn was being sworn into office, he never even knew as to which one of the hand to put up. And that was a complete shame. Let us all Liberians get this clear that there's absolutely no law and there's nowhere in our constitution that says that if Joseph Boakai is the president, then a speaker should be from Unity Party.
That is
No, that is not
wrong.
it. And a speaker should not be the bad boy to a president, because the speaker should even be there to correct, to checkmark or checkmate the president as to some of the things that he's doing. But if the speaker is, in bed with the president, then at the end of the day, everything will be yes, sir, which of course then it means that there's nothing that he will be doing in the legislature. But he will just be there, seeking favor from the president and doing whatever the president says instead of going ahead and checkmating the president. Now, to know Richard Kuhn is to know that he's a dictator. From the very moment Richard Kuhn got to office, he started the dictatorship. Like, it should only be him. He should be the one to say something, telling his colleagues that they should not say anything outside. And let me say this, right? Liberians, let me say this. Just the way in which Richard Kuhn was elected as a representative for his district, each and every of that 73 lawmakers that are in the House, they were elected too. They went through the same process that Richard Kuhn went through. The only thing is that these 73 or 72 lawmakers came together and voted a speaker, and Richard Kuhn was not even voted into office, on a clear note. We all saw the report from the judiciary, right? We saw it. We saw what was their stance. We saw that they were being told to go back to plenary. And on the route, we saw as to how it went. But stay, this been hijacked the speakership. That is the word that I will use. It was being hijacked. And he took people, carried them to the hotel. They spent months there, saying that they would not go for a session and all of these things. All of these things happened only because he so wanted this power. Now, Richard Kuhn is the speaker. The money and everything play. Use the money and everything. Is Richard Kuhn even worth to be a speaker material? Definitely no. Richard Kuhn doesn't even speak well. If you have your child who is in the 3rd or 4th grade, going to a better school, that person speaks well more than our speaker that we have right now. All over this man is not qualified to be a speaker. The only thing that Richard Kuhn knows is to be on the University of Liberia campus and collecting money from students because he was once a teacher there. That job suits him so well. That's the reason why sometimes say Liberians don't even know who to elect as their lawmakers. In other countries in Nigeria, there are criteria set. You should reach up to certain standards before you contest for a particular political seat. For Liberia, nothing. That's fine. But at the end of the day, the people that we will put there are not even people that will represent us tomorrow. Look at the scandal that is all on Richard Kuhn's name. If you think this was a serious-minded country, but now the president should have said something about it. How can this report come in and say that it's alleged that this man got married to his sister, which is fraud, to be able to go to the U.S.? Whole lot of scandal. I mean, this man have a marriage. At the end of the day, Magdala Cooper, who is the advisor to the president, is there calling herself a spouse to the speaker, saying that she's also married to the speaker. 2 women married to one man. I mean, and the America went all of that. A lot of scandals. If this country is serious-minded, that kind of person should not be the face of the legislature. That person should not even be speaking. Because you go out there to represent Liberia, what kind of character do you have? So that is just to tell Liberians that Richard Kuhn is not a serious-minded individual. He's not serious at all. And it's okay that these representatives, they are seeing it. But let me be real, Ben. Let us go to this point, right? The executive is in favor of Richard Kuhn. So there are people coming up and saying that this man should not be the speaker because he's handling affairs. He's handling the affairs of the legislature very poorly, and also he is. I mean, I'm sorry, he's ignoring some of his colleague concerns. Like if Ben has, an issue and bring it up, I will ignore it because I don't want to be part of Ben's issue. But then when other people bring it up, when it is in my favor, then I will be able to say yes to it. He goes into conversation just telling people to vote without breaking discussion on both so that they go into. Are you forgetting that these people are representatives too? They are representing their people. How is it that you treat these people like kids? As if to say you have your children at your house that you're controlling. How is it that you treat them like that? But now, Richard Kuhn leaving the speaker position, that is going to be very, very much hard. I'm going to say this from my own perspective, and it's just common analysis, right? Money can play in the House of Legislature. A lot of money can play. People can hold brown envelope. If that money being played, Richard Kuhn was not to be the speaker. He's not even to be sitting in that seat as a speaker. But because they use the money, and some of our people, they are very greedy. Like I can say, always, there were some representatives, if you ask them, why you don't want for Fonatikova to be the speaker, they even get reason to give you. They will say, because they may say Fonatikova will not be the speaker. These are people that will say they are representing us. But that's for another day. The executive is supporting Richard Kuhn. Richard Kuhn is an executive speaker, and for that reason, Richard Kuhn always have the majority
The
because
guy
money
called
will play.
himself the
You always,
regime. He called himself the regime.
you always share the brown envelope. And there are a few people in the house, once their brown envelope, it is coming consistently. They didn't even get time. But like I heard from one of the chat rooms, the people were complaining that there were things that Richard Kuhn told them that he could do upon, acquiring the speaker position. And since he became speaker, his arms had just been open. He's just passing around with Seri. Nobody know what he's doing. He's not doing what he said that he would do again. Right? So let us get this clear. There are people who want to remove Richard Kuhn from the speaker position, but that is going to be hard for my analysis because the executive is supporting this man. So it's going to be hard. You like it or not, it is going to be hard. As much as he's not a speaker material, it is going to be very, very much hard.
But Sabra, there's also no law that says when you are in position, somebody from your party cannot be a speaker as well. But the fact here is that Richard Kuhn has forgotten his cardinal responsibility in some ways.
But Richard Kuhn looking at speaker to you, what you remember your cardinal responsibility? But the man just needed a position.
But since Fonati resigned, he automatically became the speaker because he had a desperation. But my point here is
the man was not even giving way. Even the old Fonati team, that was the right thing he did.
So he should put the people interest first, the people that elected him. He should listen to the representative, and they should be able to work together in the interest of the Liberian people. As a speaker, you don't put yourself first. You put the people first. The way they treated Mema yesterday, I was not happy about it.
The man did not just put himself first. He put and Mandela Cooper first. That's his first lady. So he take them and put him first. So he cannot hear his, comrades' view. I'll call them comrades because they're all in the same. They are on the same level.
And his teachers,
they cannot hear. No, when it comes, that's the reason why I said Richard Kuhn being at the University of Liberia collecting money from students, that should be. He teaches very well. Richard Kuhn can go to school. He teaches, I think, accounting there or something like that.
On the main campus.
Yeah. That should have just been Richard Kuhn there. But what Richard Kuhn know about this speaker thing? Yeah, the man talking before you're telling a boy to be speaker there. At the end of the day, the money will just play. And my people are seeing that you people want to remove Richard Kuhn, but the whole Richard Kuhn thing is being played between Richard Kuhn and Thomas Fala. Thomas Fala said, I don't want to be a speaker right now because Thomas Fala is enjoying, whatever that comes with being deputy speaker with Richard Kuhn.
Yeah.
These people are being supported by the executive. So as much as you people will gather numbers, they will always have the highest numbers because
that's what the envelope will be there.
Then
you can say sometimes like Ben come say our opposition again for Unity Party. The same group of people that want to remove Richard Kuhn were the same group of people few months back they couldn't listen.
Other than that,
the opportunity where Fonati gave them to freely say what they want to say, be part of the process, participate. They had everything to their disposal. They came out and said they don't want a man. The same group of people elected Richard Kuhn. They were passing from where they play where the hotel in there. Kenya Hotel and living on around. The cars used to be Lana just like you going for wedding.
No, not just the cars. After the cars, reached, who you can see next behind it? I have a pen to be online while talking this thing. You see the leg getting over the motorbike.
Yeah, all of them going to
the leg getting over the motorbike. The men used to hold again to that place.
Now, the all of those is just to bring to speakership. You see the money pass. They see men going by and start discussing. What were you thinking on before you remove the person you have?
They were thinking that when they put Richard Kuhn there, they whatever support or whatever thing that they needed, it could have come to them.
No, that's not it was. Now they can't even get anything in return.
So let's play these voices. Let's play these clips. Listen to Mwema Briggs Mensa first. From there we go to the next clip there. Let's play them.
You can control the floor and get a vote. You can do such a thing with yeah and nay. Again, let me be on the record for that. Not because you can control the floor and do that. But you can do this and embarrassing us. How can you have one portion and you got all of the portion? It's not dependent. You say yeah, yeah. That's why you just need to do the right thing. I will not go nowhere because I'm not talking the wrong thing. That will drive me all of here today. I will not get into find for me. I'll kick you. No, I will talk the thing that is right. That is why I'm not. When you go, the right thing must be done. The right thing, no, you can't remember. You must follow what it is. The wrong thing will not be done. You will not tolerate it. I want to when you go and never hear it. We can. I don't go to international parliament to come and say the CIB. There's no one who come and open the mouth to me. Open me. Stay a committee there. You say plenty for me. I will not die. Take it. You follow. You gotta do one in your place. You can tell all your committee. I will stay there. I'm fully staying to it. I will pass to there. Let me be on the record. Last time I will. Listen now. I guess I'm my come tell you an opinion you want to ask about one. Come. Some people want to talk like you go there to the place. Please sleep there. Because we said there, how things are happening. Because we support you. Nation, you can control the floor and get a vote. You can do such a thing with yeah and nay. Again, let me be on the record for that. Not because you just you can control the floor and do that. But you can do this and embarrassing us. How can you have one portion and you got all of the portion? And it's not dependent. You say yeah, yeah. That's why you just need to do the right thing. I will not go nowhere because I'm not talking the wrong thing. That will drive me all of here today. I will not get into find for me. I'll kick you. No, I will talk the thing that is right. That is why I'm not. When you go, the right thing must be done. The right thing, no, you can't remember. You must follow what it is. The wrong thing will not be done. You will not tolerate it. I want to when you go and never hear it. We can. I don't go to international parliament to come and say the CIB. There's no one who come and open the mouth to me. Open me. Stay a committee there. You say plenty for me. I will not die. Take it. You follow. You gotta do one in your place. You can tell all your committee. I will stay there. I'm fully staying to it. I will pass to there. Let me be on the record. Last time I will. Listen now. I guess I'm my come tell you an opinion you want to ask about one. Come.
Okay, so let us play the next clip there from Representative Anthony Williams on this whole speculation that they want to remove Rachel Kuhn and blah blah blah. Oh, we still have that man thing here. Are you calling him Makio?
We'll discuss it tomorrow.
Makio, yeah, we still have Makio thing here, but we'll discuss it tomorrow. Yeah, let's play that one.
Big news in the corridor. Are you people planning to remove the speaker?
But this is not a speaker house. Are you one of those? This place is not a speaker office. It's not a personal property. It's not anybody's personal property. Anybody who falls below the belt in terms of legislative proceedings and or requirement, obviously it behooves the members to ask you to step aside. Do you want the speaker out? No, I'm saying to you now, if you perform below the belt, it behooves the members to say step aside. Is the speaker performing below the belt? No, he's performing. Okay, so he's performing. No, I'm not. I don't want to. It's not. I don't want him out. I'm saying he's performing until it is beyond all reasonable doubt that this speaker.
Let's be real.
This has done.
So you don't want him? He said no. It's winner. He said so. Is the speaker performing? Yes, he's performing. So do you want him out? No, I don't want him out. So you wanted the person that want you to continue? No, it's not like I want you to continue. So what is Anthony saying? What is Anthony saying?
Are you planning to remove the speaker?
But this is not a speaker house. Are you one of those? This place is not a speaker office. It's not a personal property. It's not anybody's personal property. Anybody who falls below the belt in terms of legislative proceedings and or requirement, obviously it behooves the members to ask you to step aside. Do you want the speaker out? No, I'm saying to you now, if you perform below the belt, it behooves the members to say step aside. Is the speaker performing below the belt? No, he's performing. Okay, so he's performing. No, I'm not. I don't want to. It's not. I don't want him to say step aside. Is the speaker performing below the belt? No, he's performing. Okay, so he's performing. I'm saying to you now, if you perform.
So this is a big contradiction by itself here. Big contradiction. So These men, these people scared of Rachel Kuhn Fala.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
It behooves the members to say step aside.
Is the speaker performing below the belt?
No, he's performing.
Okay, so
He's
you don't want
performing.
him out.
No, I don't want. It's not. I don't want him out. I'm saying he's performing until it is proven beyond all reasonable doubt that this.
Is the speaker performing below the belt?
So you're not saying that you don't want him out, but then I don't understand. So meaning you want him out because you're saying that you don't want him out.
He actually want him to recuse himself from the process until that the whole investigation.
Oh,
and he too, if they prove beyond reasonable doubt that Rachel Kuhn is not performing, they should kick him out. That's why he's trying.
It's not like he want him out.
Yeah. But he wants.
I mean, let me tell one side, man. You wanna hear people here, man.
Investigation should go on first. But he said that from the starting.
No, he's performing. He's performing. No, I don't want. It's not. I don't want him out. I'm saying he's performing until it is proven beyond all reasonable doubt that this speaker have done this, has done this, that required for us to remove him. Obviously, when we remove
What message do you have for all of who are asking for the speaker to recuse himself? What message?
Well, those who want the speaker to recuse himself, they represent the burden of and prove lies on the accusers. So those who accuse the speaker to relinquish whatsoever position, those individuals have their justification. But I am saying, as we speak, the speaker still enjoy the confidence of some of us until he goes on.
Thank you so much.
Come again? Obviously, I remove and I go back, I remove Papa's chambers, and why not? I can remove
okay. I remove and then go over and move Papa Chima. Why I get removed? But then I think there's a contradiction there. But is there anything we have to say about this?
They have not come up with a
lines?
release yet, so you don't want to be the one to break.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this quickly. Rachel Nangbekun is a big disgrace. He's a mess. And just by listening to Mema Bridge Mensa and what transpired, his rudeness displayed against the woman, I am going to make Richard Nangbekun a project until he is removed. This is absolute nonsense. Why would you silence the voice of your colleagues? For God's sake, man, do you know how long the voices of our women were silenced in the country? Do you know how long our women were frightened from taking up the stage? Let's leave politics. How many women brave to sit in a seat that you, Samira, and Grace will sit in to discuss? Some people would think that to even come and talk to thousands of people is difficult because of the kind of thing the society, the kind of limits, the kind of boundary, and how difficult it appeared before. Mema Bridge Mensa is your equal. You are just first among equal Rachel Kuhn. She represents the people of District 7 in Ball County. And you sit there and trying to silence her and intimidate her. Let me tell you this. Richard Nangbekun is a very irresponsible man, a man who failed to manage his home. He's not supporting his 13 babies that he born, those 13 children Richard Nangbekun born. He failed to support them. This is a man who went to America and married his biological sister for papers. That is being reported. This is a man who's having extramarital affairs just moment while his divorce case was in the court, running all around the place. Richard Kuhn is an irresponsible man. He's inept. He's a dim-witted, neat-wit, and a misfit at the level of the legislature. And that kind of individual should not even be called an honorable man. And let me say this to Anthony Williams. Anthony Williams, the voice of Anthony Williams, his gesture, the way he filibustering, it clearly speaks volume to the fact that Anthony Williams don't want Richard Kuhn. And in fact, information in our domain suggests that Anthony Williams is part of the 40 lawmakers who have fixed the senator to...
You know, and not say that what he afraid he said your king.
But to be honest, man, Samira, let me tell you in Grace, I did not watch the video, but just by watching what transpired, you see Priscilla Cooper? Priscilla Cooper,
Yeah.
how you
She asking you that one get sense here. Thank you.
Richard Kuhn will be out of the house as speaker. That guy is a mess. That guy is a disgrace. And Mr. Not Samira, but you, Grace, let me tell you something, my dear sister. Grace, I'll say this to you, right? You see, the reason why we blame Joseph Boakai, the reason why you cannot exonerate the executive from these things, because the old man who should be president clearly stated when the Supreme Court ruled that he support the regime, Speaker Richard Nangbe Kum. This old man who went all out there to support the move to remove Richard Kum, used the resources, kept the legislature at standstill for nearly a year or a year plus. This is the man who is sitting comfortable in Lofa. Baka was there with Kum. If Baka is a decent man who actually came to rescue the country, he will not sit and enjoy the confidence of this idiot. This man is a disgrace. This man has disgraced women in the country. This man has disgraced his wife, left her. This man has disgraced his children. This man has disgraced the country, violated international laws, married his sister. Richard Nangbe Kun is an idiot. He's a nitwit. He's a dishonorable person, and this guy should be removed from the House of Representatives. And if Joseph Yuma Baka cannot exercise leadership,
it is the speaker. It is the speaker you're calling an idiot.
That's what I'm talking. He's the speaker of Liberia.
It is the speaker you're calling an idiot.
Let me say this. Let me say this. As a Christian, God made a wicked king to chew grass like dog. So it is in the Bible. There is no sympathy for people who are irresponsible. Let me tell you this. Do you know how many people have died in fire disaster? The Duper Restaurant community chair lady and her family died in fire disaster. People are going to bed hungry. Hospitals unequipped. Then you get one foolish man sitting in the legislature and just misbehaving on everybody. Richard, I take full responsibility for my statement as an individual. This does not go on the radio station Voice of Liberia. This is on me and my reputation. Richard Nangbe Kun is a misfit. He is indecent, and he's the worst person to ever hold the gavel of speakership in the House. And we call it on the public. They call us, those of you monitoring the radio, those of you from District 11, y'all support the removal of Richard Kun. The man is a nasty man. Let me use the word of Donald Trump. Richard Kun is a nasty man.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. Grace, do you have anything to say? Richard Kun is a nasty man.
Richard Kun.
Like I'm quoting Ben. Yeah. Richard Kun is a nasty man, but the man carry on nasty behavior too.
Okay. I don't have facts. It's alleged. It's alleged that he carry on.
No, it's not alleged. Listen, it's not alleged that percent. That percent.
You ever have point of
the nastiness that I am speaking about is Magdalena Cobon and nastiness.
Okay, that is promiscuous.
Very much promiscuous.
But what I want to say, he still remains a speaker of Liberia, and that cardinal respect should be given to him. At this and condemn any form of discrimination against women. Women should be having equal access to share and talk to information, resources, and whatever thing that was to be discussed in our house. She should be given a due process to be able to speak her mind. She represents her district. She have a constituent. She's a member of the House of Representatives. So whether that father or kun, she should be respected. And for the executive, I think the executive don't have, like you said, separation of power. They don't have much to say in the dealing of the House of Representatives. But also the representative should put the interest of Liberia first and make sure that they proceed the right way. That's what I have to say about that.
Thank you so much. There's another news coming in that there were some lawmakers who rejected social media claims that 48 members of the House of Representatives have signed a resolution to remove the Speaker, Richard Nangbe. What a money can do, Grace. What money can do?
I'm telling you, it will not happen.
The executive is backing the Speaker. What money can do? 0773 978 564 0773 978 564. You want to put this there? Left on there, brother. 0773 978 564 0880 907 907 0773 419502 0555 184711 0555 184711 0773 978 564 0880 907 907. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're live. Your name and where do you join our conversation from? I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'm Jimmy, and I cover on the Tennessee Avenue in the Bower and Nipita.
Let's hear you, Jimmy.
Yeah, the first of all, when we say anything, you got issue, but Liberia is not a serious country. no serious country in the world which a number can be speaker. If I talk about speaker, no serious country in the world which a number can be speaker. Where the woman showing documents, let's forget even a woman show documents. It has some country only with allegation, which a will not be speaker. But you know when we say in the country not going nowhere, that's you don't say so. How would the country go somewhere when people not teaching the mass and the attitude? Liberia is part of the global village for once. Why not people can be a decent? So you are two female in a system. You are the women organization in the country. There's a female running around in the country crying for a man to divorce her. Why are you about it? Why are women organization like wear black shirt when the whole one political woman stand in the country, you can go put there. Where are you go? Also, Sisiokun now, the Liberian women and they advocate for Sisiokun. So Sisiokun are passed around 21 battle. Sisiokun is not telling you that no. She is telling you I'm a decent woman, I'm an educated woman. Mr. Kun, what I will say, and please go back to the person and divorce me. Why your woman to get the woman, let the woman get justice? Let me tell you, because they couldn't ban a serious country. They created for money. Almost all the Ramadan put them somewhere in the ground. But why your woman organization doing in the country that they get to test your Kun? Let's your Kun to get away. No matter educated woman. Even the region number is unfavorable to the woman are happy to reaching a level. I think even the people are saying that they want to create more harm to Vejeku. If you don't the Labrador say that the men were and that issue, that might not be there. But for the men, even man, who say so?
Okay, thank you. This person, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Laura.
Morning. Let's hear you.
Thank you. My name is Viva Simi, and I'm coming from Chicken Party this morning. Well, the issue of Richard Nabeku. For me, no lawmaker I want to meet you, especially from his block. Let us start waiting at a simple stand. You know, the matter of fact is that they get in a hospital with a food, they know the attitude. But then instead, at the time, they say Richard Food was Jesus Christ. For that reason, the capital of the New York today, and they even left our jaw. They were dining at the hotel for 6 months. Enjoying themselves with like people. When you're talking to them, they'll never have time to listen to us. Let us start wasting our time before they bring the argument before the entire capital gets getting their brand. Because these are things they did before, and Richard Fu is having a version of the president. So the money was faster in my mind. The money, the 15,000 they got before the money are clean, before they want to bring our friends up, but if I go give some money up there, it's because that is a big choice. So let us start wasting our time.
Okay, thank you too for participating. The cash giveaway is on. Of course, this morning we're giving out 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 50,000 Liberian dollars. Star 799 star 8 hatch is the code. Star 799 star 8 hatch is the code. And all you need to do is to dial star 799 star 8 hatch and be able to use how many dollars? 200 Liberian dollars to play in order to win yourself some money here this morning. Okay, 200 Liberian dollars to play to win yourself some money here this morning. Star 799 star 8 hatch is the code on the broadcast this morning. Play and be able to win some money here on Good Morning Liberia. Okay, so we have just a few minutes up to our closing time. Let us be able to use these few minutes to wrap up as we will give way for the next presenter. We will be taking you through the day. Let us wrap up, Grace. Let's wrap up. What do you have to say to the Liberian people? Tomorrow morning we're going to be here again.
Okay, this is a wake-up call to Liberian. If you have been sitting home and not doing anything and you feel you need an opportunity to better your life, Play the Bet will help you. But the major thing we're talking about this morning when it comes to Rachel Kun issue, the lawmakers, then you see down there, they make their own decision. They choose Rachel Kun to be their speaker. So it don't even go correct 1 year yet. We don't want to hear no noise from your space. Remember, Breeze, you voted for Rachel Kun. Even though I'm against any form of discrimination because you are a woman, but you are one of those people that made Rachel Kun speaker today. You're compare for Nati to resign. You, President Kopa, you're compare for Nati to resign. So it is in your confine to support who you believe in. You, the thing is, you already have loyalty to Richard Kun, so I don't think you should be complaining right now, right? And the second thing to that of the fact that Liberians, our judiciary system is under attack, we all should put our hands together to make sure that those in power protect this country. We don't have any other space to go. If we sit here and look at disadvantages continue taking place, this is why people in the bush before and they started fighting. We should be able to encourage each other to be able to go against any form of injustice. We call it Liberian National Police. If you have different motive, you don't support the arrest agenda, you don't support maybe the purple agenda, you are not in the interest of the Liberian people, and you join the Liberian National Police to be causing harm for Liberian people, kindly resign. Kindly resign. Stop brutalizing peaceful citizens that are protesting. This is what I have to say this morning, and it's a pleasure being on this show. I'm Grace Williams Joshua. Thank you, Samara.
Thank you, Ben. Let's hear you. Then we'll be able to wrap up.
Samara, Liberia is facing serious governance collapse. This is democracy's darkest hour in Liberia. We want to say this to the Liberian people: remain resilient. The Unity Party regime has failed massively, and this is a failure they cannot resuscitate from. As Nemo report clearly indicated, using the president's meter, 378 government projects from January to December 2025, the government only did three. The three the government did, there's no significant impact. Less than 1% of 378 government projects. Just one, two, three. I want to say this to you. Do not lose hope. It is true, it is fact that nothing Bwaka and Jeremiah Kun will change. The people have, in fact, increased your poverty. They are raping your daughters and sisters and mothers. They are sodomizing your boys' children. As a poor man, poor woman, poor family in Liberia, you not get justice. You go to court, they deny you right. They bring the drugs all over cocoa, the zombie, and everything taking over the country, destroying the country. They scare away investors. The white people as well kind of country and bring money, open a company, and then they scare them. I want to say this to you: don't lose hope. Remain strong, remain resilient. Keep speaking to the wrong things that are happening. Keep following the radio stations, keep calling. We'll not give up. We'll continue to be here. Those of us who are able to stand up for you will continue to stand up for you. I want to say thanks to the CEO, Sekou Sharif, for keeping Voice of Liberia strong and alive during this troubling period. And I want to say thanks to you, Samira, thanks to Grace, for the dedication and commitment to serving our country. This is huge. The media is a self-sacrificing place. Without the media, the people will not be informed. They will not be sensitized about things that are happening. And what I can guarantee you, fellow Liberians, is that Josh Manuel Weah is prepared, he's engaged, he's following up things that are happening. And like Donald Trump went back to make America great again, his president, the Ghanaians voted for John Dramani Mahama to go back and be their president. Remember George Manuel Weah. And in 2029, come all out and vote for George Weah. And let's also replace Cyrus DeLong with Jefferson Tamakoji as the next
So
senator
that
of Muscle
campaign,
Battle
that
County.
campaign, that campaign is running here now.
No, it's just an enlightenment as a political activist that I'm doing for the people of
Okay.
Liberia. So Grace and Samira, it's great to be here, family, and I look forward to being here tomorrow on the show. And we're grateful to God
Okay.
for a wonderful day. Thank you very, very much.
That's great. Thank you so much, those of you who joined us. Indeed, it had been a really, really wonderful conversation. And we're going to be here on tomorrow morning with another conversation. It was a really great one. Let me say thanks to Ben and Grace. Thanks to Ben and Sekou too They were here yesterday. Yesterday, the men were here.
Monday.
Yeah, the women were not here, but the men were here yesterday. But we're here today, and tomorrow morning we'll be here with another edition of the show. I remain Samira One Lie, and this is how we say bye bye, Liberians.